It's just between fucking all the, life shit we got going on. It's just hard for me to upload all the time. So I respect your guys' grind on the upload schedule. So yeah, it's all good, bros. But yeah, go subscribe to All the Smoke MMA. Go subscribe to Useless. I'm going to be putting both of their channel links down in the description here. But let me see. Let's wait for people to start joining in. Then we can go ahead and get started. Let me just make sure this
KZ, I'm on your channel. Yeah, I don't know if I see it live.
Yeah, it says it's waiting for me.
What the hell? That's not good. Ideal. Let me see. Yeah, because I see we don't have anybody in here yet.
Yeah, it says there's a...
There we go.
Oh, sweet.
Now it should be live. It's live for me.
Yeah, I see it. It's working
now. Fuck yeah.
Notifications are fucking up. Let me see. Let's get it. What's good? What's up, Braden K? Yeah, no, it's just I started the stream. It hadn't started yet. You guys missed my whole intro and everything. God damn it! But it's good. It's good to go. We got it. We're gonna go ahead and get right into the card here. UFC 328. We're gonna start with the very first prelim of the night. Work our way up the card, breaking everything down. I'm happy to be joined here by All the Smoke MMA and Useless. And let's go ahead and get right into it here. Is there anything you guys want to say before we go ahead and get started about the cold card, the main event, anything?
It's generational, bro. The hatred, the bad blood, like the pressures and everything, bro. So I'm super excited to talk about it with y'all, man. And thanks for having me on for sure.
What do you guys rate the card 1 through 10?
I give it like an 8, to be honest.
I'll say like an 8.5. It's pretty solid. Like, I don't know what a 9 would be. So it might be, around like the 8-9 range. But it's like, I like it. I'm excited for it. Lots of good fights.
I got a
Cook
question.
Up a 3-leg lock. I got you. We will. We'll go ahead and do all that stuff as we move on.
What was your question?
I appreciate you. I was about to say, do you guys think it was better than the White House card? Because I see people debating, but it's kind of hard to say because the White House only has 7 fights. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. On paper, it's up to par. It's up to par. What do you think, KZ?
I mean, it's just being carried by the two, the main and the co-main with Pereira and Gane. That's a sick fight. Pereira is going to become like a 3-division champion. I guess it's an interim belt, so like a 2.5 division champion. And then we got Topuria Gaethje. Topuria is going to knock the shit out of Justin Gaethje. And the rest of the card is kind of lacking, though. We got Sean O'Malley versus Eamon Zahabi. Like, the fuck is that? It should be Sean O'Malley versus Corey Sandhagen. Then we got Bo Nickel versus Kalidakis. It's like, come on now, bro. Like, with that one. Garcia Lopez is a sick-ass fight. Josh Hokett versus Derek Lewis is a sick-ass fight. Mario Ciarufi is going to destroy Michael Chandler. But I'd say that this is probably better than the White House card. I agree with Braden K here. I think it's a little bit better. I think it's just, I like the fact that we have a whole stacked card with prelims and everything else.
Yeah, I think the prelims is what really like changes it for people. I wonder if it had the same main card of the White House, but for this one specifically, like, or the prelims here were applied, if that makes sense. I wonder how people feel about it.
Bro, I just hope Diego Lopez
main card
loses.
for main card. You hope Diego Lopez loses? Yeah.
Loses?
Because
let's go Steve Garcia.
What you mean, bro? Why can't we like them both, dog? What the fuck you mean?
Useless is Diego Lopez's #1 hater, bro.
What, bro? You don't fuck with my retarded ass homie?
I can't handle Diego Lopez. I can't.
Why?
Man, I can't. 2 undeserved title shots, like.
Okay, fair. Let's call one.
But he's good. He's good though. He's good. He's good.
Hey, fair enough. To each their own. I feel like I met too many people that like him, so there has to be one. That's fair.
Yeah.
What's up, Yuri? All right, but let's go ahead and get right into it here with the first fight of the night. We got Clayton Carpenter versus Jose Ochoa. I don't know if you guys want me to go first or if you guys want to go.
No, shoot your shot.
Yeah, go.
All right. Yeah, I'm going with Jose Ochoa here. Most likely by KO. I could see him winning a dominant decision here, though. His only 2 losses are against Asu Almabayev, who's currently ranked number 8, and Lonir Kavanaugh, who's currently ranked number 6. And we just saw what Lonir Kavanaugh was able to do against Brandon Moreno in his last fight. And he took the Almabayev fight on short notice. He showed good takedown defense, scrambles, get-ups. He started to gas out towards that 3rd round here. But he, like I said, he did accept that fight in Abu Dhabi with like less than 3 weeks to prepare. So he came in against Asu Almabayev, who's a killer-ass wrestler, and was able to, go to a decision, do pretty well in that fight. And, he completely destroyed Cody Djorden. He showed good takedown defense in that fight as well. Got a 2nd-round finish over Cody Djorden, Cody Durden's been losing a lot, but he just fraud checked Jafel Filio. It's not that bad of a pretty solid win. Cody Durden's always game. He's always a fucking dog, and knocking him out is pretty impressive, I would say. He's a rangy southpaw striker for the flyweight division. Good kicks, knees, straight punches to the head, likes to throw the body with hooks as well. And Clayton Carpenter, he's a strong wrestler, solid boxing, good submissions. Showed great ground control in his fight against Lucas Hocha. But Lucas Hocha, he's 5'3". He's a teensy tiny little guy, and he was having success against Clayton Carpenter on the feet. And I just think that Jose Ochoa was going to be able to keep this fight standing. Get up if he gets taken down. He should just be able to piece up Clayton Carpenter here, land heavy strikes, potentially get a KO stoppage here, or just a dominant decision.
Well said.
Bro, I like it. All the smoke.
I feel like, yeah, I agree as well. I'm going with Ochoa. I think it's going to be a TKO or decision as well. Like, I just feel like if you had to ask me a year from now who's going to be the more promising guy, I feel like it's going to be the safer bet to be in the top 10 and rank up these notable names and has a better future. Like, I think it's Ochoa, man. I'm not seeing a lot of weaknesses. And again, obviously, yeah, he's lost. I think he's like 1-2 in the UFC, but I think he's much better than his record indicates, man. Like, the guy is so well-rounded. He's durable as hell, and he has so much power, which is so rare for flyweight. So he's able to just trade freely. And like you said, I think he's going to do a great job of keeping the fight standing. So I think he's another 2000 baby as well. It's kind of fucking crazy. Like, we got them both going off in the co-main event, and then to see guys like this on the rise as well, I think it says a lot for the division. Like, nasty left hooks, like I said, good ground and pound when he gets on top. Good counter grapple. He's going to need that here. And I really rate the short notice against Almabayev, bro. I think Almabayev would probably win most days, even if it was at least right now, because, Ochoa isn't really in his prime yet. But I really rate the fact that he performs so well on short notice, especially a guy in his home-ish turf and all that. So, yeah, I'm feeling Ochoa as well.
Yeah, bro. Damn, I didn't expect both of you guys to be on Ochoa. That's actually good. I'm on Ochoa as well. I'm not going to lie. When I look at this fight, Clayton Carpenter is going to control, try to look takedowns, try to go from side control, full mount, work transitions, flow through transitions. Jose Ochoa is only 25. Give me Jose Ochoa for the dub. I like him by KO on points.
For sure. Yeah, hell yeah. So all 3 of us are on Jose Ochoa. I like it.
I just make a parlay at the end.
Ochoa is a solid parlay leg, good odds for him. He's only minus 170. He's not that big of a favorite. So I feel like, I'll probably be sprinkling in him in somewhere here as well. But yeah, moving on, we're all on Jose Ochoa here. Clayton Carpenter, the fucking work's cut out for you, buddy. But now we've got Baisangur Susurkaev versus Djorden Santos. The D is silent. But yeah, the pick here is going to be Susurkaev. Djorden Santos in his last fight, he outdogged Danny Barlow, but he took a lot of damage. Like, he was kind of getting pieced the fuck up in that 2nd round. And Susurkaev, I just feel like he's a different level than Danny Barlow. I see Santos eating a lot of shots here. Susurkaev piecing him up for as long as the fight lasts. Maybe, since Djorden Santos is tough as shit, makes it to a decision. But I could see him potentially getting the knockout that is with Susurkaev. Santos, he does have that awkward striking style, lots of forward pressure, good calf kick, decent boxing. He's tough as shit. So, Susurkaev might gas out punching Santos in the face. I wouldn't hate to see Susurkaev lose here though. It's just, I don't know, man. It's too cocky for me. I don't like it. I don't like how he started the fight against Mechanical. He's like leaned up against the cage. Like, it's like, get the fuck out of here, bro. Like,
he was chanting his own name at the presser too. He was like trying to get them to chant, and then the crowd went silent. They didn't know who the fuck he was. That says it all.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Nah, yeah, I don't know, bro. Like, Susurkaev, he seems like the kind of guy that likes to sniff his own farts. I don't fucking know, bro. I don't like it. I
Hey.
wouldn't hate to see him get fraud checked here by Santos, but I don't think it happens. I think that he's going to have the speed advantage, technicality advantage, and Santos is just a tough Brazilian dude, but I don't think he's going to be able to fraud check Susurkaev here.
Susurkaev to me seems like one of those guys that like it's going to be 2028. I think he'll have a loss or two if they give him like appropriate levels of comp. But yeah, like you said, I don't think Santos is going to be the guy. Like super heavy pressure. He's entertaining to watch. I respect that he's good at making fights ugly. But we've seen Susurkaev, like even though he's kind of dealt with a bit more adversity than people think, like he's pretty good at maintaining composure. He's the pick for me as well. I think undefeated for a reason. Like he's got nice teeps. He's pretty well rounded. I respected the guy. I mean, again, even though the lack of aura he kind of did to himself, the trying to get the crowd behind him, didn't even know who he was. But the fact that he really did get a great series on Contender Series, that's a fucking retarded sentence. But then fights the same week for his UFC debut, like I do really respect that, man. I think he's going to maintain the range well. Always has the grappling fight if he's going to need it. But I'm feeling a third round finish here.
Damn, bro, third round.
I can see that.
Yes, sir.
I'm not gonna lie. When I look at Susu, I'm gonna call him Susu because my pronunciation is not the best. But he did get rocked by Eric Nolan. Like we gotta call it out. Like he got rocked bad by Eric Nolan.
True.
Yeah, for sure.
And obviously Djorden Santos, he's gonna put the pressure. Good cardio coming off of that win over Danny Barlow. Volume on volume on volume. Give me Susurkaev. I like round 2 KO. But remember, when he couldn't get the KO or he struggled, face adversity, he went for the submission. So be careful with this guy because he does have that submission threat as well.
Mm.
Yeah, I would say inside the distance is the way to do it. But it's like Santos is tough as shit. So it's like, you just depend. I don't think he's ever been finished before either. Let me go ahead and see that right now. His 2 losses, both by decision. So this would be the first time he's been finished if Susurkaev is able to get it done. So just be careful betting Susurkaev inside the distance. I think it probably gets it, but Santos is just tough as shit. He's not going to go away easy. He's going to be there. He eats a lot of punches, has a solid fucking chin on him. So Susurkaev might just piece him up to a decision. So that decision might be live, but it's just you never know, man. We got to see when these dudes get locked in the cage together what's going to happen. So we're all on Susurkaev. Not that much of a surprise. He's a huge favorite. They're kind of just giving him somebody that he should look good against here. They're trying to build him up because he's Khamzat's boy. But yeah, Susurkaev.
Good training partners too. Good training partners.
Yeah, for sure. So he should definitely get the shit done here. Now, moving along, we got Pat Sabatini versus William Gomis. I'll let one of you guys go ahead and take the lead on this one here. Go ahead, Useless, or all the smoke.
What you feeling, Useless?
You could go.
All right, we're. I'm going with Sabatini here. I don't know what the betting odds are, but I feel like Sabatini should be a favorite here. I just heard this stat today where every fight where Sabatini has gotten a takedown, he's won, and I can't see Gomis not letting this motherfucker
Dude, I did not know that stat, bro.
Neither did I, and I'm just like, it makes me a little bit more confident as well. Like, I feel like as well, I think this will be like the stinker of the card. I think we're going to see a lot of fun fights and finishes. I think this is going to be the one, like, we got 2 decision merchants here, but I just feel like the grappler is going to get the better of the striker here. Like, Sabatini keeps up a great pace the whole time, great cardio, great training partners. He trains with like the Sean Bradys and Joe Pifers and all that shit. Great chain wrestling. I don't feel like he's not the cleanest technically, but he's always finding a way to out-scramble these guys. And he's got a bit of that crafty little sneaky win streak. It's nothing to write home about. But William Gomis is one of these guys where he's the much cleaner striker, but he completely lacks the power to finish Sabatini. I feel like that's the kryptonite to take him out of there. And sure, he's got good takedown defense, but it's just like I think Sabatini, his strengths stand out a bit more than Gomis, who is going to this close decision, split decision, majority decision every time almost. You know what I'm saying? So I think Sabatini is going to control distance well on the feet, is going to be able to eat Gomis's biggest shots and just be able to rack up enough control time to get like a home crowd 29-28. So I think the judges might be feeling him as well.
Bro, you know what's crazy, bro? A lot of people think that he should have lost that fight against Joe Anderson Brito, Gomis. It was close. It was close. He fights down to the wire a lot. Obviously, Hyder Emil, he lost. That was back in the Apex. Me and all the smoke, we were talking about this, how he kind of struggles when the cage is a little bit smaller, but here it's not going to be smaller. So he is going to have the, counter striking, good footwork. Sabatini just beat Chepimata Skull, and I do think that's a very good win. just off of that alone. We know he is susceptible to getting cracked. 35 years old. Give me Sabatini for the dub. I like him by decision, 29-28.
Yes, sir.
For sure. Yeah, I'm on Pat here too. I had money on Chepe, so I was fucking pissed off watching that fight. It's just like if you're able to out scramble and out wrestle Chepe Mariscal, that's pretty impressive. So yeah, the pick here is going to be Sabatini via boring. So it's not Gomis isn't super exciting
It's not
either.
boring, bro. It's not boring. His domination.
Pretty boring, dog. pretty lay and pray heavy. But yeah, Sabatini's got the relatively decent boxing. He's got a good single leg, good body lock takedowns, good back control, impressive jiu-jitsu game. So yeah, that being said, I fucking hate his fighting style. That shit against Chepe pissed me off. Chepe kicked him in the head and then he just held on for dear life. Like, get the fuck out of here. I don't know. But all that being like aside, I think that he's gonna win here. He was able to implement that lay and pray style against Brito. Did it against Chepe, and I don't see what's stopping him from doing it against Gomis here. Both guys, Brito and Chepe, are better wrestlers and grapplers than Gomis. I just see him being able to get Gomis down fairly easily. Hopefully getting a submission here, so we don't have to watch him hump Gomis for 3 rounds. But it is what it is. Gomis got that rangy French kickboxing. He's quick, he's fast, doesn't really have much power though. Good, fast, straight punches, knees up the middle. But it's like he's gotten taken down and controlled in moments in his last 3 fights against Brito, Hyder Emil, Robert Rucala. None of them have that same kind of grappling prowess as a Pat Sabatini. So give me Pat Sabatini, most likely decision, and let's hope for a submission here for Pat Sabatini. So
what
I
do you
like
think
that
if
we're
he gets
on
rear naked?
Rear naked, maybe
Arm
like an
triangle?
arm triangle, I would think as well, like from top position. But yeah, one of those two. I think he chokes him out for sure. I'm not thinking like a limb submission, like an arm bar Kimura. I don't think so. I'm thinking more of a choke. But yeah, I like that we're on the first 3 fights of the night.
Yeah,
we're all
bro.
lined up here.
Yeah,
There
what
we
are the
go.
odds of
Let's
that,
keep it
low-key?
going. Now this fight's a little bit more of a, I guess a 50-50, you could say. We got Marco Tulio versus Roman Kopylov. I don't know if you guys want me to go, or you guys can go ahead and go first.
You can go,
Yep.
KZ, bro.
Go ahead.
Okay.
All right. So yeah, I'm going with Marco Tulio here. I just think that Kopylov in his last 2 fights has been struggling against guys with good boxing. I feel like Tulio does have solid boxing. It's not the worst losses though. RoboCop is a fucking beast. Paulo Costa just went up and beat the undefeated Azamat Mirzakhanov. So it's not like the 2 bad losses to have. It's not like Kopylov's out there getting fucked up by bums or anything. They're really good fighters. But I don't know, Tulio, I don't think that he's bad. I think that he just had a really hard time dealing with CLD's physicality. CLD is a big, explosive, strong-ass dude. And Kopylov, while he does have those snappy kicks, good straight punches, fast hands, fast kicks, I just don't think that he's the same kind of physical specimen as the CLD. This is an open stance fight, so both guys, Tulio's orthodox, Kopylov's going to be a southpaw, so that rear kick is going to be there for both of them, to the body, to the head, to the calf kicks. But yeah, I don't know. Kopylov, I just feel like he's kind of on the decline here. I remember when this dude was like in his 20s. I'm surprised that he's 35 here. I thought that Kopylov was younger. Super Serum, Chase Hooper. But I don't know, man. Kopylov, he started building that hype in 2020 and 2023, stringing together those KOs, head kicking motherfuckers, styling on his opponents, looking really good. But then, he just kind of started to fall off after he got cooked by Anthony Hernandez. Had to go with a wrestle heavy game plan against Cesar Almeida. And I don't know. It's like his losses have aged well, but I think that Tulio's boxing is going to be the X factor here. I think that he's going to be able to land the bigger shots on Kopylov. And he was competitive with CLD before CLD landed that spinning back fist and then got that nasty knockout over him. But I think that Tulio can get it done here over Kopylov. I'm going with Tulio by decision.
I like it,
What you
bro.
think, bro?
I like it. Bro, I'm not going to lie, bro. Tulio's my lock of the week. He's my lock of the
Lock?
week. I know. Me and
That's
all
the
this
step up, bro. What?
I know we're kind of split, like sometimes with like these close ones, but when I go all in, I go all in. And we got to mention he mauled Yorzy Belgori. Like he made him like his son with the grappling. And I really do think that when we look at this, he can grapple the head kicks, the body kicks, we got to be careful from Kopylov. But Kopylov was getting tagged up by Chris Curtis. Kopylov was, going to war with Chris Curtis. Obviously, he was having more success tagging him in and out style, good footwork. I forgot that he was southpaw, so good point, KZ. That's going to give a lot of issues. But I'm going to go with Marco Tulio. What about you, Smoke?
I'm also feeling Tulio, but I'm not gonna lie, y'all. Like, I want to go with my Afro brother here. Like, I feel like we're disrespecting him with the betting odds, and like, I haven't really seen anybody picking Kopylov, and I feel like it's like that gut feeling of the card. Like, logically, it's like, nah, dude. I really feel like Tulio should be the more aggressive, better striker, more to invest in. Because I agree with y'all. Like, I don't think it's been the same Kopylov over the past couple years that we kind of saw in the come up, but at the same time, I really do feel like he's still slick on the feet. Like, I love the fight, by the way. I think it's gonna be a fun fight. One of those ones that goes the distance, but we're happy about it. And I don't know, like Kopylov is really slick with his combinations. I love the fact that he's one of those. Okay, never mind. I'm low key, maybe I'm going with Tulio, so it's kind of hard to justify. But I just feel like Kopylov does good at accumulating damage over time. Like I really like the head kicks; they're money for him. I think he utilizes his feints well. Nice jab. The liver kicks add up. I think his takedown defense should hold up here, but obviously it's just a striking battle here. But I really rate Tulio, bro. Like again, like KZ said, it was a really scrappy fight with CLD until it wasn't. He's just super high volume, super aggressive. I know that he has a lot more limited experience. So again, like Kopylov is getting a step down here because I think Gregory Rodriguez and Paulo Costa would beat Tulio. So that's why it's kind of tough. And it's like, okay,
yeah,
I think that Kopylov could have a people forget man kind of performance, but the pick is going to be Tulio for me as well. I'm feeling a decision too. Like Kopylov is he can be a bit of a slow starter at times. Again, maybe it depends on the performance because sometimes like Chris Curtis, he gets the fuck after it right away. And then you see the Gregor Rodriguez performance and he's kind of just not hitting the gas until the third. So I just feel like he's the less reliable pick. So I'm feeling with y'all on Tulio.
I hear you. Yeah, it's just Kopylov is good. Kopylov has some nasty striking. I mean, he's very good technically. It's just I think that the boxing he's going to be able to Tulio is going to be able to land solid counters on him, apply good pressure, maybe utilize that clinch up against the fence to win a couple of minutes. But Kopylov, he does have good takedown defense. Gregory Rodriguez wasn't able to get him down. So yeah, I don't think Tulio is going to have much success with the takedown. So I think this is going to be a striking fight. But unless Tulio is just, not as good as we think he is, I think that Tulio should be able to get the job done here over a Kopylov, who's kind of looking like he's a bit on the decline here. But,
bro, I like the way you guys break it down, bro. Like, you guys break it down really good. Like, you guys go in depth. It's actually kind of crazy, bro.
I like that we all get the same picks for 4 in a row, too, bro. I thought, like, we start disagreeing by now and shit. You know what I'm saying?
We will. We'll
on the
get
main
there.
card. I know we'll
disagree.
disagree on the main card. I already know. I know who KZ. I kind of know KZ's fit. Not all of them, but a little.
Fair enough, then.
But yeah, no. I mean, I got to come on here and give some good analysis, dog. I got to have people. I'm not gonna waste anybody's time with some bullshit ass takes. And some,
KZ doesn't do tape study, guys. He doesn't do tape
wishy-wash analysis. I did tape study all week this week. Enough of this motherfucker, bro. Don't disrespect me like that. All right, but let's see. Now we got the first Unk fight of the night. We got Jim Miller versus Jared Gordon. The pick here for me is gonna be Jared Gordon. Jared Gordon. I just feel like his boxing is clean. Jim Miller does have good power, but he's 42 years old. Slowing down, coming off of a loss to Chase Hooper, which hasn't aged too well. Jared Gordon has that solid check left hook that he likes to land, most notoriously against Patty Pimblett. He was making Patty's hair fly all over the place, landing that shit. Jim Miller, solid calf kick, good jiu-jitsu, heavy hands. But Jared Gordon coming off that loss against Rafa Garcia. Apparently he got hit by a car the night before that fight. So
yeah, I had no idea about that shit, bro. Fucking hit me like a car. That was crazy, dog. It kind of justifies a little bit.
Yeah, and then he was still competitive against Rafa Garcia. He was landing some solid shots, landing good boxing counters, good takedown defense. He just ended up getting rocked by a big right hand in that third round and got TKO'd. And that loss hasn't aged too badly. Rafa Garcia went out there and beat the fuck at Alexander Hernandez in his last fight. So I'm going with Jared Gordon here. I think that he's just he's the less washed of the two. And Jared Gordon, he's been looking good anyways. Before that Rafa fight, he knocked the shit out of Thiago Moises. He's got good boxing in the pocket, accurate punches, doesn't really overthrow. He's not swinging for the fences. He just stays in his stance. Boop, boop, boop. land some good shots, and I think that he's going to piece up Jim Miller here. I see him landing off from Jim Miller in the boxing range. Miller, he could land that big overhand and knock out Jared Gordon, but I don't know, man. I don't really think so. I'm going with Jared Gordon here.
I think that's fair. I think that's well said. I'm also feeling Gordon a decision here. I think, like you said, it's an unk versus unk, but Gordon just seems a lot more in it. You know what I'm saying? And I will say this though, to defend Miller, I think the value is pretty crazy. Like I don't think he should be this big of an underdog. Like I expected it to be a little bit closer. But I kind of, to be fair as well, I realized that we haven't seen Miller in like a year and change since the Chase Super loss. And obviously, if you're already pushing over 40, like you're not getting any younger, faster, taking damage any better. And Gordon hits fucking hard, bro. So I'm going with the Gordon decision as well. He's a demon in the clinch. The power differential is clearly going to be there. I think Miller is going to be more susceptible to being the one that slows down too, whereas Gordon does a good job of building into fights. And his losses aren't even bad, bro. Like close fight against Hack Press, I thought he won, and then close fight against Patty, I thought he won. You know what I'm saying? I think his elbows are devastating. I just think he's going to be able to keep up the grind heavy style more than Miller. So I'm going to be going with, even though my gut has this weird fucking feeling because he's just way too big of an underdog, I'm going to be going with Gordon as well decision.
I think Jim Miller's the hometown guy, I think.
He is, yeah, Jersey guy.
That might help him. Give him a little bit of that spirit bomb.
People forget though, man, he lost to Gray Maynard, Benson Henderson, Frankie Edgar. Like I gotta bring up these fights because in my opinion, bro, he lost an
Don't go Rogan, bro.
I'm not gonna lie, bro.
He lost to Gray Maynard in 2009.
Bro.
But bro, Gray Maynard is ass, bro. In my opinion, bro, I know it's gonna sound crazy.
Bro.
But bro,
that's like motherfuckers graduating high school that weren't even born yet or something crazy, bro.
Bro.
Right, bro.
But obviously, he can get the grappling going. I got to bring up that Bobby Green fight, UFC 300. Awesome. I think he fought at, what was it, 100, 200, and then cemented it with 300.
Yeah,
it was very fun. It was very fun to see Jim Miller. I picked Jim Miller against Bobby Green.
Same,
but
bro.
He
Felt
tagged.
Stupid.
Exactly, bro. He
I
tagged Bobby Green.
I think I did too.
Yeah, stop, bro.
It happens though. Now Bobby's at the strip club right before he fights. You know, it's crazy. But and he's on the main card. I feel like Jim Miller, he can get the grappling going. He's all right here and there. But he did tag Bobby Green. He did tag him up, but he did end up losing the second and third round. Obviously, I don't know if it was a 30-27, 29-28, but it looked like a complete domination. Like this guy's face was bloody. You know, both of these guys are susceptible to bleeding. You know, I got to bring up how Jared Gordon, started leaking against Rafa. I know it's Rafa Garcia, but that persuades the judges a lot. We'll talk about it with Rębecki. We'll talk about it. But when these guys start leaking a lot, it persuades the judges a lot. And I do think that if Gordon can land the combinations, he is susceptible to just fighting down to the wire. I thought he beat Hakparas, but it is what it is. I'm going to go Jared Gordon, but let's not forget, like, both of these guys, like Larry said, car crash Gordon. Like, please don't get hit by a car. Just please.
Right.
Let me go.
Get hit by a bike or a bus or a plane this time, bro.
Right.
But yeah, I'm gonna go.
Just stay in your hotel room, Jared Gordon.
Yeah, right.
Just sit in your room, bro.
He had a hex on him, that Rafa Garcia fight.
Right, bro.
But yeah, 29-28, I think.
For sure, agreed.
All right, let's see here. So yeah, we're all on Jared Gordon. Now we've got Grant Dawson versus Mateusz Rębecki. One of you guys can go ahead and start this fight here. All the Smoke has an interview with Grant Dawson on his channel. He just spoke to him recently. If you guys want to go check that out.
Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you. I guess, I mean, I can start this one. I feel like I've always preached to the choir. Well, now it seems biased as fuck. Because I was about to say, fuck. Hey, it's a coincidence. It's a coincidence. But I really have been preaching, man, for the past couple of years. Like, I really do think Dawson's underrated. Like, I think being 11-2 in the UFC off the top of the dome, like, that's no easy feat. If it wasn't for this fucking chin, bro, it's this chinny ass chin, bro. If I blow him a kiss, he's gonna get knocked out. That's the problem, because I really feel like skill for skill, he is the better fighter. But Rębecki, I was just talking about with Useless, like so close to beating Ludovic Klein, like barely lost to Chris Duncan, did beat Orabai, beat the fuck out of his face. And I'm worried because Rębecki is just, he doesn't slow down. He is well rounded. These guys have trained together. And the fact that Rębecki accepted the fight kind of implies that he thinks he could beat Grant. And he's not fine. He's okay with stepping over that line. Not that it's personal or anything, but you know what I'm saying. The pick for me is going to be Dawson, though. No bias, but I just feel like I'm going to trust in the fact that he's going to be ready for war. He's going to play it smart. He also can keep up a high pace. I think his striking gets a bit too shit on. I know it's a bit goofy ass goober. I get that. Okay, it's nothing to write home about, but Rębecki can miss a lot of his shots. Rębecki can get reckless, and I feel like Dawson could get the better of him in these scrambles and just steal away rounds while avoiding getting KO'd. And I feel like I'm gonna open the comment sections after if Dawson wins and open the comment section. It's like, man, we were wrong about Dawson's shin, bro. What a great fight. Because Rębecki's always entertaining. Like it's always gonna be a good time. But Dawson's relentless, bro. Nice ground and pound, good at taking the back, good chain wrestling. I'm gonna be going with Dawson decision in like one of those like, oh, it's the prelim fight of the night kind of things.
Yeah, dude, KZ, I want to hear your breakdown for this one, bro.
No, go ahead, Useless. Go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and go last for this one.
I'm a be a numbers guy. I'm gonna bring up the line movement. The guy was a minus 140. I know it's lines, it's betting, whatever. What are we, degenerates? But he went from a minus 140 all the way to a minus 190, 180. And I know I get these vibes from Moicano, Duncan. I get these vibes from Bulgarian, Drew Dober, Michael Johnson. You know, I get these vibes, but obviously forget the odds, forget all that stuff. I think that if he touches this guy's face, pause, I think he's going to leave him in a bloody mess. Rębecki does get a lot of scar tissue, but we got to admit, Rębecki's faster. I think he has way more power. The fact that all the smoke said that these guys trained together and he still took that fight, you know, these guys at American Top Team, the gym is so big, but you can still see the guy training across the room, or you still work with him here and there. I'm going to go Grant Dawson. Give me Grant Dawson by 29-28 decision, but every round starts on the feet. We'll talk about this with the Buckley fight as well. I can't wait for that fight. But give me Dawson, but I'm nervous. I won't say I'm not nervous.
There's a lot of reasons for us to be concerned. KZ, what you think, bro?
Yeah, I'm going to tell you all the reasons why you should be concerned right now. The pick here is going to be Mateusz Rębecki here. Grant Dawson, he has 3 professional losses, and every single one of them is by first-round knockout. Guy got finished by a Bobby Green jab in 36 seconds.
Don't mention that jab, bro.
Mateusz Rębecki, he's an absolute dog. Savage, heavy hands, rock-solid chin, going to war in every single one of his fights. He showed solid takedown defense against Miktabek Orobai, and he's Miktabek Orobai's only professional loss. He opts to strike in his fights, but he does come out from a jiu-jitsu background. He's a high-level black belt. Grant Dawson, he's got good takedowns, good top control, and he has a glass chin. All right? He fucking goes out there like Pat Sabatini. He lays in praise to a win, hanging on for dear life, refusing to engage in actual combat.
Hey.
Nah, dog. If Grant Dawson, he can't get the takedown here, he gets hit clean once, he's going to crumple up into a ball and he's going to quit here. Is this a biased pick? You know, maybe, because, you know, I hate that fighting style. But I think that Rębecki's going to keep this fight on the feet, and once he's able to land a single clean punch, Dawson's going to go into that fetal position, and he's going to pound it out. And none of these opinions are shared by All the Smoke MMA. Grant Dawson is his boy. Do another interview with him, Grant Dawson. This is just me hating on your fighting style, bro. Not All the Smoke. So don't.
That interview was good, man.
Don't take it against him. Don't hold it against him.
I appreciate y'all, man.
Right.
I got a counter argument for you, bro. How many KOs in the UFC does Rębecki fucking have? This guy ain't exactly hitting as hard as a Memo Torres or Bobby Green, bro.
He's got those fucking hands. He hits
one, dog. He's got one, bro.
Look, he knocked out.
And that shit was 2023. I never even heard of the motherfucker he was fighting. You know what I'm saying?
That guy beat Esteban Brivovic. He's a roided up Dagestani motherfucker.
Oh shit, damn. He's got the OEV. I already believe you.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh wait, you're right.
He wasn't able to knock out Chris Duncan. Chris Duncan has a fucking solid chin. He landed big shots on Ludovic Klein. Solid chin too. Fucking beat the dog shit out of Orobai. Orobai also has a solid chin that we've seen in that
Orobai
fight.
won that fight. He won that fight.
Hammers in his gloves. Rębecki hits hard, man.
I think the power is being overhyped from Rębecki, and I think the chin is being overshit on from Dawson, to be honest. No bias. And also, Duncan, and I gotta sneak that in there, but Duncan trains with Dawson heavily. He's been prepping with him for this one. I think he's gonna be gaining knowledge from him, learning all the fucking tricks in the tool bag, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you.
Yeah, I hear you, man.
I mean,
he's just
Dawson
biased.
is good.
He's just biased.
I am biased. Dawson is good. I'm not. He's not. It's not that he isn't good. It's just.
Hey, he do got that lay-in braid though. That's fair.
Yeah, that's what I'm like. I just hate like Jailton Almeida. Hated that shit against Volkov. Khamzat's last fight. Hated that shit. Islam's last fight. I hated that shit. Doesn't matter who you are. All right. Doesn't matter where you're from, what your religion is, what color you are. If you go out there in an MMA fight and you lay on top of people to a decision, I fucking hate that shit. No matter who you are.
Yeah, that's valid,
right?
though, to be honest.
Gamrot, Rafael Estevam, Useless's daddy, all these motherfuckers, I hate them. I hate him. Mobster Evolov, get him out of my face.
Right. It's because I picked Estevam over Ewing. But we're gonna get it back in blood with Furry Basra. We're gonna get it back in blood.
We are gonna get it back. That's fair.
Get it back in blood. You're gonna get it back in control time. Blood. Who are these motherfuckers making bleed? Nobody. Right. But okay, let's see here. Now we got Joel Alvarez versus Yaroslav Amosov. The pick here for me is going to be Yaroslav Amosov. I just don't think that Joel Alvarez is going to be able to stop the takedowns in the wrestling here. I watched back Amosov's only professional loss against Jason Jackson. He showed a solid chin, took big shots in that fight, decent kickboxing. He just couldn't get Jason Jackson down. And I'm sure that Alvarez and his team have watched that fight back 100 times. But Jason Jackson, he looked like a fucking middleweight, man. He was too fast, powerful. Takedown defense was sharp. He was just huge, and he was just able to land big shots on Amosov. And I just think that Amosov will be able to get Joel Alvarez down. Alvarez, long dynamic striker, solid power in his punches, kicks, knees. He's fast. And Alvarez has a great submission game too. 17 of his wins going by submission, but only 3 of those 17 sub wins are in the UFC. And the UFC has 4 TKO wins. And the only decision win of his career was in his last fight against Vicente Luque, where he sold like fucking inside the distance leg on the parlay.
That was so
last
tough,
leg of the
bro.
parlay.
That shit pissed me off.
Fucking shit cost me $90.
Dude,
But,
KZ, he even asked us if he should cash out, and I was like,
I did.
Let it ride. Let it ride.
Don't let him.
I was so convinced he was going to get the finish over Luque, bro, but it is what it is. It's just, this guy, Alvarez, I feel like at lightweight, he's kind of a weight bully. And I just think that, he's not going to be fighting these unranked lightweights anymore and a washed Vicente Luque. The last time Joel Alvarez fought an elite wrestler, he got stuck on his back against Arman Sarukian and he got fucked up by elbows. Arman Sarukian, obviously super, super high level, probably the most deserving one for the title here at lightweight. So it's not like losing to him means that you're bad by any means. But Amosov, super high level wrestler, nasty ass submission game, nasty ass ground and pound. And, I think that he gets the win here. But if Alvarez is able to keep this fight on the feet, Amosov is definitely going to be having a hard time winning this fight. He's got to be careful shooting sloppy takedowns too, because Alvarez got those nasty submissions, good guillotines. But I think that Amosov should look dominant here, take him down, beat him up from top position, and look good here. But Alvarez is live. He's a live dog.
One of the best dogs of the
Well
card,
said, bro. Very well said. I'm interested in all the smoke. Who are you picking? Because remember the tier list, we put him pretty high.
We put him at S, but it's like I'm going with Amosov, to be honest with you. Not to do Alvarez like that, bro. I fuck with Dragon Ball. I appreciate that chest tap, bro, but that can't be a reason I pick a motherfucker. I think Amosov, bro. A lot of people listen. I know that he's a lot more new to the UFC, and it's just like, oh, how's a Bellator guy gonna come and then just like be able to beat a guy like Alvarez who's getting some really good wins lately? But it's just like Amosov is so well rounded, bro. Like that 29-1 record is flashy. It's nice, and again, like Casey said, that loss, I get okay, he got finished in that, but it's like. I feel like he passed the Neil Magny test with flying colors, like Prates, Morales, shit like that. Guys like this are being able to do that. I think Amosov's going to do a really good job of getting him in the ground. And, Alvarez does have that crafty submission threat. He's a really live dog. His takedown defense could be so worrying at times, and he can slow down. And obviously, he's got the clear striking advantage, but it's like, I don't think the welterweight move, obviously, it was right for him in terms of like, okay, healthily making the weight, not being a fucking weight bully anymore. But it's just like, I don't think him being this long, rangy stature is going to help him as much anymore. Because like Casey said, bro, he's been facing a lot of unranked guys like Super Saiyan Elvis Brenner and all this shit, but Amosov is a guy that legitimately could be a top 5 in this really good division right now, and it wouldn't surprise me that much. So the pick is going to be... I don't think he finishes Alvarez, though. You know what I'm saying? I think it would be a decision.
Yeah,
hopefully
bro,
he doesn't resort to stinking it up, but it is what it is.
I don't care if they stink it up. Throw a skunk in the middle of the cage. I don't care. I know. But, bro... I care more about getting the pick right. And shout out to John. Shout out to you, my brother. But when I look at this fight, man, I got to bring up that he got taken down. Joel Alvarez, of course, he got taken down by Jakar Close. Obviously, he got right back up. You know, he's good. He was back then, you know, he was fine with getting taken down and then would threaten the sub. Good arm bar, good guillotine, Darce Knight. I remember we used to call Tony Ferguson the Darce Knight. This guy has a crazy Darce. His opponent, Amosov, has a crazy anaconda choke. Once he wraps it in, you can tell that this squeeze is tight. When I look at this fight, 32 versus 33, Amosov has won a hard 25 minutes, former Bellator champ. I don't know if you guys know this, but he took down Khamzat Chimaev, Amosov, in training. Obviously, they were training together. But if you go on Twitter, this guy Amosov, he struggled to get the takedown, but he did take down Khamzat Chimaev. When I look at this fight, it's Ukraine versus Spain. Since the beginning of time, these guys were fighting each other, if I'm wrong, or I don't know. But give me Amosov. I'm going to go Amosov for the dub. I think you should be able to.
I'm a stupid ass American, bro. I don't know what they teach me in these textbooks. I'm like, this is news to me.
And I don't know if you guys seen the clip of him going through the rubble, getting his belt. You know?
Yeah, I saw that.
For a Bellator belt, I'm like, just leave it, bro. It's not that worth.
Right.
Like this guy's fighting drones, and then in the meantime, he's going and fighting in the cage. Like this guy is crazy, you know. So give me Amosov for the dub. You know, he does look a little old though. I guess that's what war does to you, but I'm gonna go Amosov for the dub.
Damn,
for sure.
Amosov. Do we think he finishes him?
I like decision.
Same.
What do you like? Sub could be live,
Let me
but
look at these.
maybe ground and pound if he takes the back. I don't think so.
Yeah.
8 decision wins, probably. Yeah, I mean, Joel Alvarez is a pretty good ground game, so most likely I'm going to say a decision here. But the submission is live, obviously. Maybe ground and pound TK. I don't know. It's just hard to call a method with this guy because he's just very well rounded. He can finish it no matter which way or just win a decision.
Did you see what John said? He said Joel is training with BSD.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but I mean, BSD's a lightweight.
Man, BSD's good though, man.
Nice training with all those war veterans, bro. He's trying to get all that fucking PTSD.
Look at what BSD's gonna do to Patty.
Yeah. We'll see. I mean, if he fucks up Patty, we'll see. But I don't know.
Hey, bro, Patty fucking submits him or some bullshit, bro. I'm done watching the sport, bro.
Yeah, John Magana says Bellator fighters suck. I mean, shit. I mean, with Patchy Mix coming in and fucking looking like garbage, I mean, I can't hate on that too bad. But I think that Amosov is good, though. I think that Amosov should look good here against Joel Alvarez. But
I think MVP
Alvarez
is like
a dog.
I think MVP is like the one rare Bellator guy that actually like. I think Amosov can go really far, but other than MVP, it's just been flop, flop, flop. So I get why the reputation is shit on. To be honest with you.
Shout out to Beezies. Shout out to everybody in the chat, guys. Drop a like, man. Shout out to all these guys. You know, KZ, all the smoke. I remember these guys from when I was like super young. Like we grew up together, all of us. So shout out to all these guys.
Yo, prom went crazy, bro. The pictures. Come on now.
Yeah.
We went to high school together, bro. KZ.
For sure. All right. I get whatever you say, bro. All right. Let's see here. But now we've got Ozzy Diaz versus Ateba Gautier. I mean, like, what are we doing here, bro? Like, obviously the pick is going to be Ateba Gautier, round 1 KO. Ozzy Diaz is going to get fucking destroyed. He's a fat, slow guy coming down from 205. Went to war with Djorden Santos. Ateba Gautier is a fucking 185 Francis Ngannou. And this motherfucker is somehow younger than Joshua Van. Ateba Gautier. Like, look at this fucking dude. He looks like a fucking action figure. Like, what the fuck are we doing here? Like, he's going to fucking destroy Ozzy Diaz. He went to a decision in his last fight with Andre Polaev. So that was 15 minutes of in-cage experience for this dude to learn from and get better. Extremely powerful, heavy hands, very dangerous. You know, Ozzy Diaz is just getting set up to get fucking chinned here.
Real quick, I saw what Paku said in the chat.
That was dirty. That got more of a reaction to me than this fight's about to get out of me, bro. That's crazy.
You still looks like the kid from the movie Up in that hat. That's funny. Yeah, the kid from Up, but on Ozempic. He fucking lost
I was about to say that boy was fat as fuck.
No, but that's a good comparison, bro. I'm gonna go Ozzy Diaz, bro. I'm picking Ozzy Diaz. I put him in my 6 best bets and lock of the week. I'm not gonna lie. I think Ozzy Diaz can overwhelm him with the volume. We got to forget, yeah, he got knocked out here and there. But when I look at Ozzy Diaz, man, this guy is not here to play games. A lot of people are on Ateba. Give me Ozzy Diaz for the dub. I'm just kidding. I'm going to go Ateba KO round 1. Give me Ateba.
Low-key happy, though. I was like, someone's got to pick him, bro. But what the fuck?
But go on, Smoke. I'm interested in your pick, too.
All right, word, dude. I'm going with.
Getting started.
I'll go Ateba Gautier, bro. Like, I just the UFC, bro. When they see matchups like this, bro, and their little fucking crystal ball, bro, they keep trying to make it over and over again. Like, this is like the second or third time it's trying to be rebooked. They trying to murder Diaz, bro, and it's just like Diaz is a solid striker. I just feel, and I appreciate the high volume. I appreciate that he's good at making it a dogfight. But his only UFC win was arguably a robbery. And he's getting knocked out by guys that are like Zhang Minyang, Joe Pyfer. Like, I think Gautier hits almost as hard or just as hard as those guys. I know that Pyfer literally has like broken fucking hands after every or whatever. He's got like arthritis or some bullshit going on. I don't know if Gautier's got that kind of power, but it's just like KZ said, they call him the mini Francis Ngannou for a reason. I actually think that the Puglia performance was kind of like that necessary bump in the road. I actually not respect, but I can rate for the future that he was able to maintain composure. Like, I feel like a lot of prospects, if they're killing guys left and right on the come up and someone doesn't go down, we see them kind of slow down or mentally freak out, and then they lose that 29-28. I feel like the fact that he was still able to win, especially at such a young age and facing adversity like that, like, I actually think it's going to help him. So, yeah, I'm feeling I'll get to around one KO. Yeah, exactly, bro. And I didn't know he was younger than Van, though. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah, I didn't know that either.
Yeah,
I think he watches hentai. Like, I'm not even joking. Like,
who we talking about?
I'm not even joking, bro. It was like a thing that he said that he loves, like, this type of this cartoon. Like, I'm not even trolling, bro. He loves to eat, sleep, train cartoons. Like, I'm not even trolling.
But how you get the hentai shit out of cartoons?
Because he said it out in an interview.
What the fuck, bro? You know what? I can't
crazy.
tell if I like him more or less. Probably less. No, I don't.
He watches it too. I'm not gonna lie.
All right, hey, yo,
Fuck
bro.
out of here, bro. You don't know what I do with my free time. All right, they're all real human beings.
We saw you
fucking jerking off the cartoons like Israel Adesanya here. Let's see. But Ateba Gautier, 24 years, 4 weeks. Joshua Van, 24 years, 6 months. So Joshua Van's half a year older than Ateba Gautier, which is fucking ridiculous. Joshua Van looks like he got shitted out by Ateba Gautier. But anyways, I mean, fuck it. Let's see. Moving on. We got King Green versus Jeremy
Don't
Stevens.
call him that, bro.
The second. Oh, yeah.
Don't
I mean,
call
it's just
him
because it's
King
on
Green.
fucking on Tapology. I mean, I call him fucking Bobby Green. It's even in my notes here. But this is the second Unk fight of the night. The pick here for me is going to be Bobby Green. Before I watched that Mason Jones fight back, I was thinking Jeremy Stevens might have a chance here. I did consider picking him. My thought process was that, Jeremy Stevens been doing nothing but training his hands, using bare knuckle, doing boxing as well. He's beating the fuck out of Mason Jones on the feet. Mason Jones had to hang on for dear life. But in reality, Jones versus Stevens was very competitive on the feet. Jones landed big shots as well. I had a bet on Jeremy Stevens, so I was just probably coping watching that fight through green-colored glasses live. Bobby Green is going to have that speed advantage here. But something to consider is that Stevens is the hardest hitting 145er ever, though. Bobby Green TKOs people and Stevens knocks people out. They don't fucking move. But really, I mean, Stevens, he's liable to catch him with a big shot KO, but I don't think so. I think that Stevens is sort of washed. I think that, Green is not in his prime either, but I just think that he's going to be the faster guy. He's going to use the speed, head movement, pick Jeremy Stevens apart, land more, have Stevens swinging and missing. And, something to consider about those bare knuckle fights is that he's going to have a lot of buildup of scar tissue. Bobby Green is going to be sticking him with that jab, opening scars up from that Mike Perry fight. It's going to be a messy fight here between Bobby Green and Jeremy Stevens.
Bro, I like that.
Mm-hmm. Useless, go ahead, bro. I was just gonna say, bro, I cannot believe the amount of large plus money on Stevens is what worries me. I feel like he could totally just knock out Green.
I'm not gonna lie, who the fuck is that guy? Like, for real, like, I'm just kidding. But when we look 29-22, Jeremy Stevens, this might age like milk. I say, who the F is that guy? That guy knocks out Bobby Green. I saw Bobby Green at the strip club. I'm not gonna lie, during the Embedded series, I saw him this week. And what are you doing? It's fight week. They go from him at the club to Joshua Van at church. Like, what kind of
that was crazy, bro.
What kind of segue is that? Like,
someone got paid to edit that shit with a straight face, bro.
Who would think of doing something
on
like
purpose?
That? Exactly. But Bobby Green, I think he said that his ex stole like $300,000 worth of jewelry from him. Like, and it's like crazy. If I was watching Media Day a lot today because I want to know where these guys are at. I think, I know this is not crazy, but I also like to see the color of shorts they come out. Like, Sean Brady's going to have red shorts. I think Buckley, imagine he has purple shorts. I don't know maybe he might have blue. but I know Sean
Wait,
Brady's
why are
gonna
we
have
rating the
red.
shorts though?
I know, it has nothing to do, but I like to see their shorts.
Oh!
This first time with the red shorts. We'll talk about
Yeah.
the Sean Brady fight. I can't wait to break that fight down. But when I look, man, Bobby Green, I got to bring up that Lance Gibson fight. You can feel his presence, hands low, in your face, high intensity, high pace style.
Talking shit.
Gonna, talk to you as well. Like the guy was Kevin Holland before Kevin Holland.
For real.
I remember Kevin Holland knocked out Jacare off his back. He's like, I had a dream
That shit was
about this, and he hits it and he knocks him out off his back. But when I look at King Green, right, who has the finishing ability? Jeremy all day. You made a great point, bro. The bare knuckle, right? That's war. That's some different type of miles on the body. I respect everybody picking Jeremy Stephens, little heathens. But he has one win out of his last 5 when we're talking MMA. The guy, I think he's good at the boxing department. And I'm not going to forget that Bobby Green's a wrestler as well. He can wrestle, but he's coming off of that great win over Daniel Zellhuber, I believe. Very good.
Mhm.
Obviously, when he gets knocked out, though, he gets put out. Like, I'm not going to lie, Mauricio Ruffy, Jalen Turner, Guru, stop the fight. Stop the fight. What are you doing, ref? Stop the fight. And I look at this.
The roofie one too, bro. It's just murder.
Yeah. And I was like, bro, it looked like he didn't even, like, it just tapped him like a little squeaky noise, like a little step of duck, and he's already out. But
that's dirty, bro.
The Mario mushroom when you eat the Mario, But bro, I think Bobby Green is gonna have to eat a mushroom or something like to level up, because bro, Jeremy Stephens, you need some durability and you need to win minutes, and you can't get called once, because when you're hurt, man, this guy Bobby Green, you can tell he's hurt. I'm gonna go Bobby Green. Give me Bobby Green. I like him by Kira on points. But I'm gonna use the bathroom real quick, all right? So I'll be right back, guys.
Do your thing.
All right,
Go,
good. Yeah, no, Jeremy Stephens, the fucking hardest hitting 145er, man. You got to be careful with those punches.
Bro, I feel like they're about to make an edit out of that shit, though, bro. I feel like it's a little bit. I feel like I was rating him before as like one of the worst underdogs of the card, but as we get closer and I hear all these unks in the build-up, be like, I don't know, man. Jeremy Stephens has a real chance. We forget about that power. I'm like, am I forgetting about the power? Because really, like y'all have been mentioning, he's just had a year to work on the boxing. Like, in the power, I think the speed differential is going to show on Bobby's side just as much as the power difference might show for Jeremy. Though. That's the thing. But yeah, I agree with y'all. I'm feeling Bobby Green decision. How big of a favorite he is worries me. I don't recommend putting him in any fucking parlays. But
yeah,
Green, like it's a scare. It's a safer pick, but it's scary for sure. The Mason Jones fight was not too bad of a look, considering that Jones, he's already beaten like who is it, Beloji Oki, and then Axel
Jones
Stoller.
is a dog. Yeah, Jones is a fucking killer, dude.
He's doing great.
No, that's not a bad loss at all. And it was a competitive fight. He just Jones was just taking him down, and Jeremy Stephens couldn't get up because obviously he hasn't been training like the wrestling, jiu-jitsu and stuff. He's coming from bare knuckle. And then after that, he went to go fight Mike Perry in bare knuckle. Mike Perry is way bigger than Jeremy Stephens. Mike Perry, former welterweight, now he's fighting like a middleweight. Jeremy Stephens, former featherweight, and fighting that lightweight as well. Mike Perry's just way bigger than Stephens. He went out there, kind of got beat up, but it was still competitive. Went to round 5 with Mike Perry. Stephens is tough as fuck. So he's definitely he's not going to roll over for Bobby Green at all. He's live by KO for sure.
Yeah, I feel like the fact that Green has to stay like alive for the whole 15 minutes is kind of what concerns me, because Jones was able to kind of stink it up in that third round. I think the first 2 rounds, he was standing at bay. It was fun. But yeah, the third round, he kind of had to rely on that. But Bobby, I think, has underrated takedown defense, but he's just going to stand at bank. So, and I think, he is way more active, still getting good wins. Like the Lance Gibson Jr. one is already aging nicely. Beat up my brother Jace Hooper. But like, I feel like the hands down style too, like the super low guard, non-existent guard, it's just like that shit worries me. But I do think he's just the more active, the sharper, the slicker guy. He doesn't look like he's 39, whereas Stephens I can kind of tell. So based on what I'm seeing in the cage, so yeah, I'm going Green with y'all as well.
So everybody's on Green.
Yeah.
Yep.
That kind of worries me though, because KZ picked Jose Medina over Ryan Gondra.
No, I didn't, bro. That's a lie. You're just fucking slandering me. I didn't pick that fucking bum.
Say all right, bro.
But yeah, no. And then Braden says that let's see, where the fuck is it? I don't know. He said that Mason Jones is like Justin Gaethje, and I agree. Yeah, the Welsh Justin Gaethje, fireworks every time out, and I agree with you there. This card is fire. I agree. It's a great card. Let's see. Nah, Sean Brady's sub is not live, bro, and it's not. I mean, it is, but it's not gonna happen. All right, but now we've got Sean Brady versus Joaquin Buckley. You guys can go ahead and take the lead on this one here.
Useless, go for it, bro.
Take it away, all the smoke. Take
Bro.
it away, my brother.
Y'all flatter me. All right, say less. I'm kind of worried that we're all about to pick Buckley as the dog, which means that Brady about to submit him in a round or some shit, to be honest. Because I'm going with a Buckley round 2 KO, bro. Like, how I view this matchup, I think it's sick matchmaking because they both represent. I mean, of course, they're close to each other in the rankings. This should just be a fun fight. I'm sad that we don't get to see them chirp shit, by the way. I don't know if y'all, because like they're not going to be at the press conference. That kind of sucks, but it is what it is. What I really like about this fight, they both represent the necessary weapon to utilize, or I'm sorry, taking advantage of each other's kryptonite. Like Brady does not like to get hit, as Useless has said. Brady is someone where his only losses are via that KO or TKO. And Morales hits hard as a fucking truck. But Bilal, it's like, come on now, son. I'm not even gonna bullshit and say Bilal got power. So it's like, but Bilal is an underrated striker, I think. So whereas you have a guy
Bilal
like
got the
Buckley,
Canelo hands.
hey, don't even start, bro. We're leaving that shit in 2024, bro. But with with Buckley, like, he could be exposed in the wrestling again defensively against a high level enough guy like an Usman. It's just all gonna come down to like, is Brady's chin gonna be able to survive, and is he gonna be able to just control Buck and not allow him to get going on the feet? Because Buck hits hard, but he's not exactly flatlining guys like a Taporia, Pereira, Aspinall. Like he kind of builds into the fight. He kind of relies on the combination, so I can see that coming to backfire him, but I feel like you can't teach having a better chin, whereas you could teach. I mean, Buckley's been out for a year, bro. So you can teach the holes in the defensive wrestling. So I think the first round is probably going to go to Brady. And then I think by the second, I think Buckley's already going to do a great job of keeping the fight standing and then eventually just starting to tee off on him. So I'm going with a mid-fight Buck KO, man. I think he's one of the more under the radar guys, bro. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, y'all go ahead.
KZ, I want to hear you, KZ. I want to hear what you got to say.
All right. No, first thing is that I'm going to say I wish that this fight was 5 rounds. I love this fight, actually. Like, it was a main event. They changed it to, like, a main card fight here. But this was a main event before. But the pick here, and this was in the Apex. Man. It's like, how the fuck are you going to put this fight in the Apex, bro? But, the pick here for me is going to be Joaquin Buckley by KO. He's been training with Kamaru Usman to shore up that takedown defense, his get-up game. And Sean Brady, he's a powerful grappler. He's got decent boxing. Just deceptively fast hands. He was kind of piecing up Leon Edwards a little bit. But, uses his punches as a means to get into range for his takedown attempts and, get into the clinch, muscle you to the cage, crash forward, eventually try to get you down. But, Sean Brady, good trips, good body lock drags. Both guys have great cardio as well. Joaquin Buckley has a dynamic kicking game, powerful boxing, good combinations, heavy hooks, uppercuts, overhands. He throws hard. He throws like very wide as well. Buckley, good footwork. Should have a speed advantage on the feet, I'm thinking. And, obviously, if Sean Brady's able to get Buckley down consistently, Buckley's going to be fucked. The outcome of this fight is definitely dependent on Buckley's ability to stop the takedowns, keep this fight on the feet. And I just think that Joaquin Buckley is going to have made the necessary improvements here, training with Usman to stop the takedowns, keep this fight on the feet where he has the advantage and get the KO over Sean Brady. Sean Brady, he has more dangerous jiu-jitsu and submissions than a Kamaru Usman, but I don't think he has that same, like, that takedown ability, like that blast double leg, that just, he's not as good with the takedowns as an Usman. But, if he is able to get into top position, he's going to give Buckley some problems. But I think that Buckley's going to be able to sprawl and brawl, keep this fight on the feet, and put some big shots on Sean Brady here.
Hey, I like it, bro. I'm going with Sean Brady, though. I'm going with Sean Brady. I'm laying down the chalk.
For real?
Call me Finch, man. I'm for real. Yeah, I'm going Sean Brady. Call me Finch, bro, because I'm going Sean. I know Finch is on Buckley, though, but call me Finch because I'm laying the chalk, or Gianni the Greek because I'm laying the chalk. Guys, we got to admit, bro, who has better takedown defense, Joaquin Buckley or Leon Edwards? Like, Leon Edwards did better against Kamaru. Obviously, he beat him twice, but I think Leon Edwards may be the threat of the knockout, but Leon Edwards has shown that he has better takedown defense than Joaquin Buckley. I think, Buckley can talk a lot, and hey, who am I? This is gonna age like milk. I know Casey's gonna screen record this right after Buckley gets the KO.
We're making an edit out of you, bro. Keep it up.
Fuck it. Put me on the highlight reel. At least I didn't pick Jose Medina. But when I didn't pick Jose Medina. No, I'm just kidding. But when I look at this fight, bro, I gotta bring up how Brady has excellent control. I picked Kelvin Gastelum to beat Brady, and ever since then, like, Okay, yeah, he's got knocked out twice in the first round, right? But let's get it out of that first round. I get a little like Grant Dawson vibes. Maybe both Grant Dawson and Brady go to sleep. Maybe this is a crazy card filled with finishes. And I wouldn't be disappointed because I'm going out on a limb with this one. I know how bad this can get. I know how ugly this can get. And I got to bring up how Brady tends to start leaking a little bit. You know, his nose is already a little bit to the side. And Buckley's going to be looking to make that straight. And when I look at this fight, Buckley has decent takedown defense like he did against Colby, but Colby did take him down. Colby, we'll talk about this in this Joshua Taira fight, but Colby was mauling him. Like, Colby was controlling him, and he was actually having a lot of success. I know KZ calls me crazy, but, bro, Colby was actually, like, having success. The doctor saved
that
him.
is low-key kind of crazy, bro.
The doctor
Buckley
saved
was
Buckley.
beating his ass, bro. Buckley was beating his ass.
No, bro. Colby was controlling him for a little. I was like, I picked Colby.
A little,
so,
bro.
I'm biased, but like a little, right? And I know Colby's different type than Sean Brady. If anybody's a better wrestler, it's Colby all day, right? But I think that if Brady can feel Buckley's power, can bring it, right? 50-45 Gilbert Burns. Let's not pretend like Casey didn't pick Gilbert Burns over Mike Malott, but I'm just kidding. But, bro, when I look at this fight, bro, I got to go fucking Sean Brady all day, bro. It's bird season. Let's go Eagles. But I'm going to go Brady. I know I'm biased with the grapplers. Give me Brady. I think he should be able to show levels, get him down. But every fight starts on the feet. Give me Brady, though. Let me hear.
I mean, to be fair to you, I guess, like, he is the favorite. So I guess, and I've been seeing more people pick Buck than not, which is kind of bizarre for a dog. So that's why I was like, oh, sure, we really all about to pick him. But, bro, I think that Kobe shit, nah, bro, you tripping, bro. I feel like Bucky was beating him from post to post, bro.
Yeah, his face was
Kobe got fucked up, dude. Kobe was his ass whooped.
Take them, man.
Yeah, he held him down for the last half of round 3, like bleeding all over the fucking place. And Buckley's like, all right, I mean, I guess he's just holding me down. And Kobe's like, oh, fucking leaking blood out of every orifice of his fucking face, like getting all fucked up. And Larry says here, Brady's more of a quitter than Colby, though. I agree.
Yeah, he doesn't like to get hit.
Kobe's hard to finish, bro.
Kobe's a dog. Kobe's a dog. You know, you might not like all the bullshit he says, but he is a dog. Doesn't quit at all.
Yeah, it was a doctor stoppage, to be fair. Like, yeah, Buckley finished him, but yeah, he does have that dog in him, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Kobe beat Usman, by the way, the second time they fought.
Okay, low-key, I agree.
I'm not even joking.
3-4-5.
I'm not even joking.
I honestly thought so as well. I mean, I thought that Usman won rounds 1 and 2, and then I think it was Colby 3-4-5. But they gave it to Usman, and I was like, fuck it, dude. I mean, shit.
Kobe did get dropped, though.
Yeah.
He did. He almost got finished in round 2. Yeah.
I feel like he was close to winning the first fight, too, if he didn't actually get the jaw broken in the 5th.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mark got an early stoppage. You know how he is.
I don't know if I want to live in the timeline where we saw Kobe being champ, though, low-key, but it is what it is, bro.
Right. Kobe never would have shut the fuck up about that, but let's see. Certified MMA fan says Buckley does not have better takedown defense than Leon. I don't know. I mean, up against the cage, it's just styles.
Yeah, I think Leon has better takedown.
Leon probably.
And I know MMA math
defense, but
like MMA math doesn't make sense. But I think Buckley beat the shit out of Kobe a lot more efficiently than Leon did against Kobe. Leon was kind of coasting and like clearly lost that 5th round. Whereas like, all right, like Kobe, all right, he got the fucking takedown and shit. But like Kobe actually won that round out Leon. To be fair, so I don't know.
This question's for you, Useless.
Who's a better striker, Bilal or Canelo? I gotta go with Bilal, man. Canelo, man. Like, for real, when we talk about it, Canelo, Terrence Crawford's son. I'm gonna go. Nah, I'm just kidding. Canelo all day.
Let's see. Pat, Dawson, Brady, Khamzat, Smother, Imagine. Yeah, they all just fucking land prey to a decision. I'm gonna kill myself, bro.
That'd be fucking terrible,
I'd
bro.
fucking kill myself. And Sabatini. Throw Sabatini in there, too. But yeah, no, that'd be terrible. That'd be fucking awful. But
bro, the sad part is I could low-key see it happening, too.
It's possible, but let's hope not.
They were bringing up the knee pads, like Larry, Braden. Like, that's actually true. Like, if all the way up, like if Brady shows up with knee pads, like, I don't know, man. You know, obviously you can use it for wrestling, but I don't know. Like, it's not the best look.
It's not. Let's see. Beezy's asked, what/how is the most optimal way to live bet? I couldn't tell you, bro, because I'm fucking terrible at it. I
can tell you. I can tell you.
All the time.
So what I do, like, I know Cody Djorden, Jafel Filo, like, when you look at it, you know, you can either go with your gut, right? But I look like, let's say he's already a minus 500, like Cody Durden. I know this is a bad take. This could be a bad take. I know a lot of the guys are even better when it comes to live betting, all these guys, but I take Cody Durden at a minus 500 live, and then I parlay him with like 2 or 3 more. And I know it's like, you know, I don't like to go all out on the like before the card starts. I actually prefer to take somebody at a minus 500 live, or, you know, when we look at Cam Ross and how he's grappling against Robert, I would live bet him in the first round, you know, seeing that he could get the takedown and control. And then I don't mind parlaying him. But if you're looking for a live bet, like sometimes you can wait until it goes minus 112, Charles Jourdain, Kyler Phillips, and you know you're in Canada, you can have a lot of success. You know, okay, it's in Canada, maybe, you know, Charles Jourdain can take it over like round 1 or 2, you know, you place it. But you have to be a little quick because they lock. They lock, so annoying.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they do.
Okay,
Yeah,
he hit
no.
a crazy psycho parlay, bro. Like it was like, remember it was like months ago. I know it was like probably BC all the way back. No, I'm just kidding. But
Damn, that's dirty as hell, bro. Lord on the cross for that shit.
Right.
No, but it was a great.
On, UFC London. I remember when I know I posted one on my channel that I didn't bet, and I was super fucking pissed because it hit. It was the London card. It was Al Sawadi decision, MVP decision, and Brando Perisic KO, and that shit hit. It was like plus 2,900. I didn't have enough balance left in the account to fucking bet on that shit, and that shit hit. I was like, God damn it! And there was another one before. I don't remember which card it was.
This guy KZ is good at cycles and parlays. Like,
that's
good.
crazy work, bro.
I would say that.
I accept
come
it,
on,
bro.
KZ.
That's crazy.
The only guy to pick
was-
Danny Silva in the MMA community.
I mean, one of them for sure. I did pick him with fraud check Curtis Campbell, and I also did pick Louis Sutherland by decision, which was good.
Oh,
But I also did.
And
pick
this guy
fucking-
picked Jacob Malkoun by decision, bro. This guy's sleeping and he's doing good on picks, bro. I was like, gosh
Yeah.
damn.
For real, dude. I think both of y'all, bro. I be seeing y'all with the tapology shit. Y'all are two of the highest names up there. What the fuck? Good
But
shit.
then I
Roll the
picked
smoke,
JDM
bro.
and he got fucking destroyed.
Yeah, there's always that balance in the universe, bro. Shit's fucked up, man.
exactly.
I was gonna say all the smoke, bro. You got some good picks too. Like you got some good picks, and I like how you like put them in a list, like put them in the group, like depending on a category. Like I like that, like the tier list wise. You know, I think that's a good idea. You know, because you can get a good glimpse of the whole card. Okay, these guys are in this category. These guys are in this category. I think that's a good take, man.
Yeah, for sure. I appreciate it, bro. Helps my fucking tism ass mind simplify shit. You know what I'm saying, bro? Appreciate you.
Braden K says, I'm going to remortgage and put it on Ozzy. Yeah, don't do that, bro. It's not a good idea.
Bro,
Not a
yeah,
good
AJ
idea.
is
Put it on
locking
somebody
up.
like Joe Alvarez. I don't fucking know. Like, you know, put it on a live dog. Ozzy Diaz is going to get fucking destroyed.
But
I'm not gonna lie.
Man, baby.
Yeah,
Yeah, Joshua Vant.
I like AJ's lock. I don't know if you guys saw it. It is Buckley. Like,
Me
I'm
too.
not gonna
I
lie.
liked it too.
It's a good lock. Like, it's a good lock. I think it's live.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Braden K says, fuck that pink fuck. You lost me $250. You should listen to the fucking Danny Silva pick, bro. I was shouting it from the rooftops that this fucking Curtis Campbell kid hasn't beaten anybody good.
Pink Panther will be back.
You know, Danny Silva went out there and whooped his ass. I'm sure he's going to get better from that fight for sure. I mean, depends on who they give him, but he's solid. But he wasn't ready for a Danny Silva yet. Let's see.
I like what
Let's go ahead
certified
and move
MMA
on.
fan just said in the chat. The tons of the
36.
fights depending on the tons of the fights outcomes depends on the takedown defense. Like the main and co-main alone, like
100%.
completely dictate on it. Like let alone a bunch of the other fights. So it's like crazy how this card specific. Like I'm like tripping in the build. I'm like, is MMA really always this simple? Because like if these guys can keep it standing, they should win. But then so that's a really good point for this one specifically.
It's a lot of striker grappler matchups. We got Carpenter Ochoa, striker grappler. You know, depends on Ochoa's stability to stuff the takedown. This is more of a striker. Pat Sabatini, William Gomis is striker grappler as you can get. This is a striker fight. Kopylov, Tulio. Jim Miller, Gordon, more of like, you know, well-rounded type of guy thing. Mateusz, Rębecki, Grant Dawson. I would say, you know, Rębecki's going to win on the feet. Dawson's going to win on the ground. So this is also one that depends on the takedown defense. Joel Alvarez as well versus Amosov. Ateba Gautier is just going to destroy Ozzy Diaz. King Green, Jeremy Stevens, striker fight. Sean Brady, Joaquin Buckley, totally dependent on the takedown. And then also, you know, Van Tyra, Khamzat Strickland, obviously as well, very dependent on the takedown. Now we've got Alexander Volkov versus Waldo Cortes-Acosta. I'd say that this is like the fight that I'm having the hardest time with on the whole card.
That's totally fair.
I don't know, man. I just don't have a real super confident read either way. Let's see here. I'm gonna say I made this pick like fucking 10 minutes before this stream started, bro. This was like the last fight that I was doing some tape and like notes on, so I was like, fuck it, bro. I'm just going Waldo KO. But Alexander Volkov, he has competed against much better competition, but it's just that Waldo's recent performances have been much more impressive than Volkov's. He's getting on that 3-fight KO streak. And he is going to have a speed advantage over Volkov and the power advantage as well. So and this is kind of like some MMA math here. So something that I don't really like about this Waldo pick is that, Volkov, he outstruck and out-techniqued Sergey Pavlovich, and then Pavlovich, outstruck and out-techniqued Waldo, outpointed him. It's some MMA math, but, it's just something to consider. So yeah, I am torn on this fight, but I'm going to favor the momentum of Cortes-Acosta. I do think that he can land big on Volkov, maybe even implement some wrestling here. He showed Waldo showed good takedown defense against Sergey Spivak. Has only been displaying his punching power in his recent fights. But that Derek Lewis fight, that shit was terrible, bro. Like that was probably like the least
Can't believe he's on
climactic KO possible.
Bro just gave up in there, man. And I love Lewis, but like you could see the moment he's just like, I'm done. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. What were you saying?
I can't believe he's on the White House card, bro.
Yeah, Derek Lewis. I mean, he's a fan favorite no matter what. But
yeah,
Hogan's gonna fucking smoke him for sure. I mean, the only way to bet Derek Lewis is round 1 KO, but I don't think so. Even Hockett's live round 1 KO.
Imagine Hulk versus Waldo.
Bro, they talk shit too.
Fight, dude.
They don't fucking like each other.
Fight. Brando Perisic in the mix too. Yeah, heavyweights looking a little bit better here with all these guys coming up. Walter Walker, Gable Stevenson's coming in as well. So heavyweights kind of getting a little bit of a resurgence here, which you like to see because there was a little moment where it was looking bleak with Tai Tuivasa in the rankings, Taliesin Teixeira having that shitty ass fight with Tai. But
I missed when Brock Lesnar was in this motherfucker, bro. Let's just let these guys have steroids again,
Hell of steroids. That motherfucker had blood in his steroid stream. That shit was crazy.
Heavyweight division's good, man.
Jews. He was taking the shit to make your fucking head grow. Fucking Joey Diaz.
Okay, you killed that shit. If I close my eyes, it's like I'm seeing him here in front of me, bro.
The Death Star.
All right, but
we all got to eat a Death Star one day.
A what?
That's crazy, bro.
A Death Star.
Isn't that spaceship, bro?
That is a spaceship too.
Edibles. That shit was wild. Yeah, fucking. But Waldo against Derek Lewis, he just kind of ran away the whole time, made D-Lew miss until Derek Lewis got tired, and then Waldo just kind of stepped back, landed a tiny jab. Derek Lewis slipped, and then Waldo just finished him with some ground and pound. Lewis was all fucking sweaty and fat and tired. Dude, that shit was terrible. Like that shit was such a lame ass fight. Yeah. But I mean, Waldo got the win. It is what it is. He had a good game plan. But
all the smoke.
Yeah, all the smoke. What about it?
Oh, dude, I'm going with Cortes-Acosta. I was going with Volkov for like months, and I changed up a couple days ago. Like, I feel like the speed differential, the fact that he actually has a wrestling threat, dude. The fact that Cortes has fought 3 times since Volkov has fought once, and Volkov's like the older fighter, just slower. Like, I do think the long ranginess is really going to help him. He's got nasty teeps, nice jab. I actually think. And maybe this is a hot take because Casey said the opposite, but I think Volkov has the power advantage. I know he hasn't knocked anyone out since Blobby has Burger King fucking Romanov, but it's just like, I think what is the biggest difference maker in this fight, and this is what convinced me to go with Acosta, because I was thinking the same way about MMA math, like, oh my God, Volkov schooled Pavlovich. Pavlovich just kind of beat up Acosta, but it's like, Acosta is so much newer to MMA than all these guys. Like, he's gotten a lot of pro fights over the past few years, but he was a baseball player not too long ago. So I feel like he's improving rapidly from fight to fight to fight, and we see that with the fact that his finishing ability is going up so much too. So I think for this one, man, I feel like because of all the massive improvements from fight to fight, because he's riding so much more momentum, like Volkov, for a guy that's already like 38 years old off the top of the dome, like he fights once a year, and I like Volkov a lot. I'll stand till the day I die. I thought he'd be gone in that rematch, but it's just like
he did.
Yes,
he
sir.
It was a robbery.
Y'all know
he robbed Jailton Almeida, so it's fair.
Yeah, low key, bro. But they had to give him back the fucking justice like it's Batman, bro.
Bro, I will forever die on that hill. I don't know why Casey's laughing. Joel Almeida,
Because Almeida didn't do any fucking damage, bro. I mean,
but
if
that's
it was
the
a
counter
robbery,
argument,
that's
bro.
Almeida's fault. That's Almeida's fault.
Almeida's
Casey,
not-
He
the
should
guy
have
lost his
ground and
job
pound,
because
bro.
of you, Casey.
Ah,
The guy
He
Joel Almeida
deserved to lose
lost.
his fucking job
No.
after that land per
Bro,
ass
he sunk it
performance,
up.
bro. Yeah.
Like, I
Land
was
shots.
watching it. I knew
Throw
that
ground
Volkov
and
lost.
pound.
I was just happy for him because fuck Almeida. You know what I'm saying, bro?
Yeah,
Oh,
dude, fuck that shit. Throw ground and pound. The shit against Derek Lewis was even worse. He literally had like his hands on Derek Lewis's wrist, just pinning him to the ground, fucking looking into his eyes in full mount. And Derek Lewis is just like, well, my balls are hot. And it's just like, Almeida's just there, like fucking performing a citizen's arrest. It's like, please don't hit me, sir. It's like, can you fucking fight this motherfucker, bro? Land an elbow, please. God
Bro,
damn it.
the guy Johnson Almeida was mauling Volkov. Like, I'm not even joking.
He was
when I say
hugging
this.
Mauling,
Volkov.
son,
It's not
come on.
mauling.
The guy was taking him down with ease.
That
He
part's
was.
true.
Every
He wasn't doing
single
shit.
time. Controlling.
If he just threw a little bit of ground and pound, bro, like just that 1, 2, maybe even for lucky fucking 3, like he would have just won the fight, but he didn't even do
would've won
that.
fight. If he threw like 3 hard elbows like per 2 minutes in each round, just like just like once a minute,
crazy,
he would have
man.
won for sure. He just
I don't
chose
know.
not to strike.
And we got to bring up the judges. We got to bring up the Chris Padilla. I hope.
Oh yeah, the
Please,
judging
no
recently has been fucked up.
draw. Please, no draw. Please, I don't want to see a
Oh,
draw on this card. I
On
don't
the
want to
whole
see a draw on
card,
this
fuck
card.
fuck the draws.
Just give it to somebody, please.
Mhm.
And second, guys, I'm looking at the book. Volkov by decision is plus 135. It seems like a lot of the guys like Volkov by decision. I'm mentioning that. What were we gonna say?
I was gonna say, what's Cortez by decision? I'm just curious.
Cortez by decision plus 300. I'm on FanDuel. Different. I know, right?
I like that,
Guys,
though.
Yeah, dude. Wait, what'd you say? You like FanDuel or you like the
Oh no,
plus
fuck
300?
FanDuel. I like the fucking I like plus 300 for a Cortez decision.
By the way, KZ works for the bookies. KZ works for the
No,
bookies.
yeah, right, bro. I would be fucking in a much
me hear,
nicer
bro.
house if I was working for the bookies.
He knows what that
But,
Danny Silva pick. Somebody told him, "Yo, pick Danny Silva, bro. Pick Danny Silva."
Nah, that was your boy's fucking. That was that high quality analysis fucking coming
Yeah,
through.
that was a good pick.
No,
bro.
but it's just Volkov getting taken down in his last recent fights. He's not a good look. Waldo can shoot takedowns, but Volkov, like we've said, he's live to craft it up to a decision. Staying safe enough on the feet, using his kicking game, managing the distance, sticking Waldo with that jab, just being the more technically sound guy. But I'm favoring the speed and power of Waldo here to find the mark in this one here. To make decision is live for sure, but I'm thinking Waldo KO. And I don't think we've heard all the Smokes breakdown yet of this one.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I thought I did. Maybe I'm tripping. Yeah, I think I did.
Yeah, I think I heard it right.
I appreciate
it.
it.
I got you.
I will say something that I'd like forgot to add is that I think the durability of Acosta is crazy for heavyweight, bro. He was taking a lot of Pavlovich's hardest shots and other guys, man, and he was able to just take them. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, it's crazy because that card I picked Waldo Cortes-Acosta to beat Sergey, and then I picked Kevin Borjas to beat Sumadarji, I think. That was such a bad two underdogs that I was on, but he's got Sumadarji, he's really good. Waldo Cortes has gotten so much better. Waldo has power throw. He threw baseballs, has 9 kids as well, so he's got some swimmers as well. I think Waldo Cortes should be able to win this fight. And he's got a couple of checks to pay, so I don't think he's coming here just to lose. I think he's coming here. He could wrestle like he did against Robelis of Spain. He mauled Robelis of Spain. I picked Robelis. We're going to see Robelis next week.
We all picked Robelis. Don't worry about it, bro. That shit was... We thought he was going to be the next fucking big old Brock Lesnar, bro.
Robelis is fighting next week on the MVP card. Jake Paul, the GOAT. He started that card, and I really do think that...
Did you just say Jake Paul, the motherfucking GOAT, bro? I'm about to leave this shit. Are you for real?
Bro, people forget, bro. Jake Paul went longer against Anthony Joshua than Francis Ngannou.
Bro, AJ wasn't doing shit them first 3 rounds. He was trying to get that paycheck.
Yeah.
And Jake Paul was also running for his fucking life and shooting takedowns.
He was shooting, bro. The shooting takedowns pissed me off, bro.
Francis Ngannou went in there to fucking fight Anthony Joshua. He just lost because Anthony Joshua is the better boxer. If Jake Paul followed that same Ngannou game plan, let me stand here and trade with Anthony Joshua, he would have gotten fucking chinned with the quickness, dog. That man was on his bike. shooting takedowns. Get the fuck out of here, Jake Paul. And you picked Jake Paul. Fucking
Yeah,
insane.
Did you actually?
Yeah, big
He
Jake
did,
Paul.
bro.
What were you
I told you,
under?
useless is
I was
22, bro. He's
bro, I
blinded by this influencer shit, bro.
I was like,
He's
that
blinded
overhand
by it.
right, man. That overhand right comes from hell, man. And he
AJ, one
was
of the
tagging
best
him.
boxers in the game, bro.
He was tagging him with that overhand right, though. Like, for
He
real,
ate
like,
that
he
shit, and he
He,
broke
he
that
won a
clown's
round
jaw.
off of Jake Paul. Paku will back me up on this. He won a round off of Anthony Joshua.
Bro. Okay, well, to be fair, I got nothing for that. But it's like, to pick that motherfucker, though. To pick him.
Oh, yeah, true.
Hey, you know who
Let's
else
go.
picked him, though? I saw Demetrius Johnson picked him. So maybe there's someone we're
Yeah, that
missing.
shit was crazy, bro. I
Hey,
can't
What's
great
the
minds
point?
think alike.
You about to be balling next, then, bro. Be careful what you wish for.
Right. Well, that's crazy, man. Hollow Heretic says Waldo KO is live. And Volkov does well when his opponents stand in front of him and on the center line and let him snipe them. Like a sniper because he's so tall. Yeah, Waldo has good footwork. He's fast. He's always moving and like side to side. Very good lateral movement. He's like that baseball background. He's a good athlete. Good takedown defense as well. Sergey Spivak wasn't able to get him down. He's not like one of these fat dudes. It's just like, you get him down. He's stuck on his back like a turtle. He's like, he's mobile. He's a big dude that can move well for his size. So yeah,
Good
I like
cardio,
Waldo
too.
here. He does have good cardio as well. Yeah, he doesn't really slow down in his fights. Let's see. Volkov and Waldo have high IQ, so this is a fun fight. Legit, this card is fire. I agree, bro. This is a great heavyweight fight. I think definitely the winner of this fight is next for the title. Going to fight the winner of whoever. Aspinall obviously is next to fight the winner of Gane and Pereira. But
I think MSG, bro. I think they're gonna do Pereira and Aspinall or some shit. If Aspinall's
Did you guys see the
healthy.
face-offs?
Yeah.
For at the White House, yeah, I saw Topuria Gaethje, but I didn't see the other ones.
The American belt
Yeah, I'm
looks
looking
nice. I
forward
don't know if you guys saw it. Like, the
It was
American belt.
It was low-key
Dude,
fun.
Topuria was like, oh, if this is your best friend, why'd you put him up against me?
Bro had aura in front of the
Yeah.
president, bro. That was crazy. He's like, "How are you gonna send your friend against me or some shit?" I was like, "Bro, what the?"
Dude,
That's
hot
crazy.
take, man. I
Right.
think Gaethje can survive the first round.
I think so too.
Maybe. I'd still think he's going to get knocked out, though. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know, man. Topuria's too sharp. I mean, it's MMA math, but Gaethje got knocked out in round one. Not really knocked out, but he got dropped bad by Charles Oliveira and then choked out by fucking, Oliveira. And then Oliveira got knocked out by Topuria in round one. And I don't know.
But-
Man. I just think Topuria's too sharp, too good. Too
Gaethje
powerful.
won the first round against Habib.
Yeah, but all of
Did he?
Ilya's,
Yeah, I guess
or
he did.
all of Gaethje's, most of his losses, Ilya just smoked those guys back to back.
Yeah.
I know MMA math
That's
doesn't make
true.
sense, but Topuria is like, I think it's so hard to be the lightweight champ in modern era, and Ilya is one of those guys where it just makes perfect sense, man. And he's like a minus 900. That shit is foul. Like, that's crazy.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Minus 900.
I think
against
Hollow's
Justin
right.
Gaethje.
Who's
Let's
wait?
see.
What?
Casey's
How is
related
it?
to Topuria. He just won't admit it. I wish I was fucking related to Topuria, bro. I'd
I'm
be
the
a
ultimate
way
cheater.
better fighter, bro. I'd be a much better fighter if I was Topuria's like cousin or some shit. Let's see. They want Hoka to get the shot. I agree. They do want Hoka to get the shot too. Maybe the winner of Volkov Acosta can fight Hoka. I don't fucking know. Maybe
I think that's
don't
what
know
they might do,
Hoka's
to be
doing with
honest.
these
Maybe
guys.
Coming to like Pereira
Yeah.
Aspinall.
That would be sick, though. That would be sick for sure. I picked Curtis Blades against Josh Hogan because I'm like, who the fuck is Hogan beating? Only like bums, Jimenez and Freeman, and then Hogan went out there and put on one of the fucking best fights we've ever seen, beating the
God.
fuck out of Curtis Blades. I was like, God damn, all right, I guess he's fucking good because I knew he was good, but it's like, is he going to be good against someone like Curtis Blades? And yeah, man, those hands were fast and powerful. That cardio was fucking elite, and it was very solid, very solid.
I think it's crazy that
Let's
Josh
see.
could be a light heavyweight if he wants to. He just
He
chooses
could.
to fuck around a heavyweight because he knows the skill differential. It's wild.
And he's super fast at heavyweight. He's probably one of the fastest heavyweights.
Takes a shot too, bro. Curtis was tagging him.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy.
Dude,
You know what
your
I-
hockey
I
video was
think-
good.
Yeah, that one
Yeah,
did
for
well. I
real.
reacted to his presser, and dude, I feel like in that Curtis Blades fight, Hoki was like acting like he was more hurt than he actually was. You know what I mean? Because like I feel like he would take like kind of like a grazing, skimming kind of shot, and he was like, whoa. I feel like he was fucking around. Honestly, I feel like Hoki was kind of fucking around in that Blades fight, acting like he was more hurt than he was at certain points. It was weird. Let's see. ZK versus TDP for MMA Giga Chat. I wish I was
Alright.
fucking even half as built as any of these guys, bro. Like,
Dude.
I'd be fucking, dude, I'd be
Bro.
killing it.
I remember when you had DDP as your profile picture, like with like black, like the Black Panther.
Oh yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Like, that's when I first like knew about.
That's looking hard,
and it was
though.
like Dickus Duplessis. It
I
was
don't know
fucking
why,
Dickus.
but now I get it. Now I get it. Like, because he's the king of Africa, or is that why? Or
Yeah, bro. DDP's the king of Africa for sure. Fucking smoke dizzy. Let's see.
Right.
Josh doesn't cut a single pound and I fuck with it. Right, exactly, bro. Josh Oak is just like, I'm gonna eat all the fuck I want and I'm just gonna hop in here and whoop some ass. For sure. Hawkett was exaggerating some of the exchanges to secure the fight of the night. I don't even know if it was to secure the fight of the night. I just think that he's a fucking maniac and he was just fucking around. But let's go ahead and get to Joshua Van versus Tatsuro Taira. The pick here for me is going to be Tatsuro Taira, even though, Joshua Van, I like his fighting style. He's got that nasty-ass boxing. I just think that Taira's jiu-jitsu is going to be dominant here against Joshua Van. Taira, he does have good footwork, solid kickboxing, very active on the ground. He's always looking to improve position, either by passing his opponent's guard, working for a submission, landing ground and pound. He's always working on the ground. And it's just so disappointing that we weren't able to see a legit fight between Joshua Van and Alexandre Pantoja, just to see how good his defensive grappling really is against an elite grappler. And it's rough. The best wrestlers and grapplers Joshua Van has fought have been Cody Djorden, Ray Saruya, Bruno Silva, Felipe Bunez, and none of these guys really compared to Tatsuro Taira in the grappling ability. Taira has a fast, straight right hand that he's able to find success with in most of his fights. Saruya just didn't have any kind of striking at all to set up his takedowns. He just kept running away and shooting telegraph takedowns. Bruno Silva, Cody Djorden couldn't handle the speed of Joshua Van. And then Felipe Bunez, he's just not that high level. And the thing with this is going to be a long-winded breakdown, bros. I'm sorry. But I just have a lot of notes for this motherfucker, bro. But people talk about, look at Royval's fight with Van and then look at Royval's fight with Taira, The issue with that Royval fight is that Royval, he was 100% fighting with his ego in that Joshua Van fight. He just chose to box with Joshua Van. He didn't try to grapple. He didn't really try to throw knees. He was just like, I'm the number one ranked flyweight, and this kid is coming in to fight me on short notice. I'm going to show him what's up. And he fought stupid, bro. He went out there to stand in the center, have a boxing match with Joshua Van. It was very competitive. Royval went out there. It was a great-ass fucking fight. I watched it back just today. That shit was awesome. But Royval lost that decision. Taira went to a split decision with Royval over the course of 5 rounds. Taira had lots of success with the grappling in rounds 2 and 4, but he got outstruck throughout the fight. But it was competitive enough on the feet, but he was kind of getting whooped on the feet a little bit. But it wasn't like horrible. He wasn't getting dropped all over the place and stuff. But I don't know. Joshua Van, good ability to stuff takedowns, get back up to the feet when he actually does get taken down against everyone that he's fought so far in the UFC. But it's just, I don't know, man. Taira's jiu-jitsu is different. Joshua Van, some of the best boxing in the UFC, crazy volume, good power, good head movement, good counters. He's great at slipping and returning immediately. Some of the best boxing in the UFC, I would say. But I'm just going with Taira here. I think that he's going to be able to get the takedown, stay on that body lock, have good control positions on the ground, attack submissions, land ground and pound, get the job done over Joshua Van. Potentially, I would say method of victory is tough for me because I don't know if, he ground and pounded Moreno, get submissions over a lot of people, but maybe a Tatsuro Taira decision. I don't know. I know that was a fucking long-winded ass breakdown, but I just, I wrote a lot for this motherfucker. So, I just wanted to.
It's such a 50-50 fight, bro.
It's a great ass fight.
Useless, please tell me you're picking Taira.
I'm picking Taira. I'm happy. Thank you. I'm happy, bro. That's my brother. I'm happy.
Thank you. Hell yeah.
Why did you low-key kill that shit? What the fuck? I didn't know you got that Japanese in you, son.
This guy KZ, bro.
Nah,
do a Bill Cosby impression. No, I'm just kidding.
Hey, yo, look at him with Bill Cosby. This guy loves Bill Cosby. Useless. That's his item.
This guy KZ, bro, he's good at those fucking impressions. I'm not even joking, bro. But I gotta bring up Houston, Texas. I gotta bring up my boy Hernanov. Hernanov, he's gonna be backing up Joshua Van. But I'm sorry, Hernanov. This is where it all comes to an end. And Tatsuro Taira is gonna take that back, grapple, take him over, take him to deep waters, and he's going to show why Joshua Van is the paper champ. Yes, I said it. He's going to show why Joshua Van is a paper champ. Joshua Van got the champ. He got the belt at 24 years old. Very good, man. Very good at what he does. Combinations, lands 8 strikes per minute, volume on volume. And I do got to pick, when I went Taira, right? I went Taira over Royval. AJ MMA experts, he had Royval the whole entire week. He had Royval, and that pick of Royval aged like a fine wine. And you did make a great point, KZ, how like Royval kind of his ego got in the way a little bit when he fought Joshua Van, kind of got a little cocky, ended up getting dropped after. That was a little bit of a, and I'm not gonna lie, I'll tell you guys right now, I picked Royval to beat Joshua Van. That's not really you can tell I get into my head a little bit too much. With Joshua Van, you can't trust me. I'm going to tell you right now, disclaimer, 1-800-GAMBLER, you cannot trust me when it comes to a Joshua Van fight. But I'll tell you one thing. Taira does not need the takedowns. He can take the back. He does need to get this to the mat, but he does not need the takedowns because he can jump the back. He can jump the back, work. He's been working with Chito Vera. Look at how good of a striker that guy is. Chito Vera, very good striker. Obviously, he's slow. He's a slow starter, right? I know a lot of you guys are going to have weird opinions about that, but sometimes you don't want to implement that style, but he can learn kicks from Chito Vera. He can learn high kicks from Chito Vera. He can learn a lot of combinations from Chito Vera. Obviously, Chito Vera is not the main man. Joshua Van, he's going to church. The guys, faith-based fighters, right? Faith-based fighters. A lot of these faith-based fighters have been winning. And I know you're not even breaking down the fight, but I still think that this is going to be a war. I wouldn't be surprised if this goes all 5 rounds. The bad thing is the longer this fight goes, the more that it favors Joshua Van all day. He has cardio like no other, volume like no other. And what do you get tired doing naturally? Punching a punching bag or grappling hard, trying to your legs, gas, body lock, all this. You have to earn respect because the more momentum that Joshua Van gains, the more he starts flowing and the snowball starts rolling. This guy's like a mini Max Holloway, but better. This guy's like Royval with the volume, but matched with power. This guy's like an evolved Royval, like Charizard. What is the other one? What's the other one? Charizard. The other one that you evolve into, or is that the final one? Like, what's the fire Pokemon? Like
it's Charmander, I think. I don't even know about that.
Charmander, Charizard. Maybe I'm skipping, right? We got like the Pokemons, right? We got the Pokemons, right? Like we got Hunter, right? Hunter, and then we got Gengar, right? Gengar. Like one of them evolves into the other, I believe, right? I think like if we're looking at it, I think Gengar evolves from a Hunter. So you start off with Hunter and then you
whipping out the evidence.
Gengar, right? So like this guy's evolved. One of my favorite Pokemon, Squirtle. So I'm gonna go Taira. Hey, shout out to Squirtle in the back. I'm gonna go Taira. I like Taira by several points. Maybe ground and pound TKO though.
You guys are making me so happy, bro. I'm so happy that y'all are giving into the aura and all the edits that when Van's about to win, bro, Van gets that late TKO or Van gets that decision. Y'all are making me feel so happy, bro. No one's picking Van. That's fine, bro. This is a Volkanovski beating Ortega performance, bro. Oh, he shouldn't be the champion. Oh, this guy, he doesn't deserve it. How did he get the belt? All it takes is that one performance, bro. Come on now. I feel like this guy's only been training in MMA for 6 years. He's the pick, by the way, if I didn't make that clear. Great points by both y'all, by the way. Like, Taira's the big favorite for a reason, okay? Like, genuinely. He should be able to get it done. But this motherfucker's only been training MMA for 6 years total, and he's already this good, okay? I feel like that, as you guys mentioned, like, Taira is someone who, he can keep up a 5-round pace, but he does slow down. Especially against someone who's aggressive, high volume, and is able to get back to his feet. And like you said, bro, grappling is more exhausting than hitting the motherfucking punching bag. And I think Van's about to make a punching bag out of Taira, bro. I'm sorry. I like both guys a lot. Taira's one of these grapplers that genuinely gets the fuck after on the ground, okay? There's no smudge grappling. There's no nothing. He's finishing. He's taking the back. He's choking you out. He has nasty ground and pound. But I think Van, even though I'm not even rating or including the Pantoja performance, we gain nothing from that, right? I understand that this is by far the best grappler he's ever fought, But to me, Van has given me all the evidence that he should be able to pass this test, while Taira has been worrisome against strikers. And I do think that Van's combinations are nasty. I think the body shots are going to have Taira wheezing by the 4th and the 5th. And that's why I also think maybe a 5th round TKO is possible. The fact that Van, too, he's so new to MMA, he's been developing power. The fact that, bro, a year ago, everyone was saying this guy's a pillow puncher, this guy has no power. Look at how everyone talks about him already because he's been able to either get these finishes or be able to knock down Royval. And I'm not even rating the MMA math of like, oh, Van beat Royval, but Royval beat Taira. I think styles make fights. I just think that Taira is going to win the first 2 rounds. And that 3rd round, bro, I really feel like everything's going to be changing. We might even see in the 2nd, bro. But I think Van is clearly the better striker. Taira's clearly the better grappler. That's why it's such a fun fight. But Van is such a good scrambler, bro. Van learns the game so quick. Van has a sprawl for days, and he's got the plot armor, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, to be 24 and this good,
Right.
I'm going with late finish, and he's just a great counter grappler, man. He picks on everything so quick. Taira's gonna win the early rounds, but I'm feeling Van late or a decision, bro.
Bro,
Thank
like
y'all
the
for
plot armor.
Yes,
like
sir,
that.
bro. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We're gonna say thank
Van
you.
is a live dog for sure. Van is definitely a live dog. Like, I'm not saying that Joshua Van has no chance. I mean, it's going to be a sick-ass fight for sure. If Joshua Van has that nasty-ass fucking boxing that we all know. He's got some of the best boxing in the UFC. It's just, Taira, that fast double leg. Even if his opponents defend his takedowns, he's good at staying on that body lock, taking the back from there. He switches over to the back well. This is a great fight. Both guys have great cardio. They fight at a very high pace. And, if Van's able to keep this fight on the feet for long periods of time, Taira's definitely going to be in for a long night. He's definitely going to lose if that's the case. But, this is a sick-ass fight for sure.
Bro,
Looking
what were you
forward
going
to
to say,
it.
all the smoke? You said, like, thank y'all for...
Yes, bro. Thank you guys so much for doubting Van. Like, really, it means a lot to me because when he wins, it's just going to feel so good knowing that there's so many people out there who are sleeping on him, bro. Really.
Dude.
Thank you guys.
I hear Braden, right? I see him, right? I hear Braden in the back of my ear. I hear Braden, right? He's saying, bro, who's been able to take down and control him? Ray Susira, Cody Djorden, Bruno Silva, Felipe Boons. Like, the guy was getting outstruck by Kevin Borjas. I know Kevin Borjas is like, people rate him pretty good. Kevin Borjas got knocked the hell out of by Emmanuel Rodriguez. Like, you go watch that Kevin Borjas Joshua Van fight. Like, Joshua Van was getting tagged up by Kevin Borjas a little bit here and there.
But look how much he's improved since. He's
one of the most
better.
improved fighters in the UFC. So no matter who wins, may the best man win. But give me Taira. Control him. You said Dirty. Yeah, Djorden controlled him, bro. Djorden controlled him
For the first round, yeah.
Barely.
Yeah, he was mauling him.
Guys, a round. Come on. It's fine.
Yeah, well, he got him down for the first round. That's not why I'm picking Taira though, because Cody Djorden controlled him in round 1. That's not that's not the basis of my pick. It's just he fucked Cody Djorden up. He fucking whooped his ass. He was definitely dropping him all over the place. But it's a factual statement that Cody Djorden took him down round 1 and had 3.5 minutes of control time. But I mean, he didn't actually get slept though. It was a very dominant decision from Joshua Van. He whooped his ass for sure. But
he has a memory of an elephant. Both of you guys do.
I got the memory of a slippery banana peel, bro. I'm retarded. Don't even be. Shout out KZ, bro.
That's funny. That's fucking funny. But nah, dude, I did a lot of fucking notes and research for this fight, dude. I had to cram everything in before Wednesday. Sometimes it was just like a lazy motherfucker. I'm like, I'm gonna drop my picks on a Friday. This whole stream was on Wednesday, so I gotta fucking get on this shit now and get all this shit done.
The grind is real, bro. It's hard when the fights are every week. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and you gotta work, bro. You got a full-time job.
Yeah.
Damn. Hell yeah.
Dude, KZ, I'm not gonna lie. I like it when you drop it on Friday too, bro. Like right before the fights.
I like doing that because I get to see the weigh-ins. I get to see okay, does this guy make weight? Does this guy look like shit on the scale? What are these dudes looking like? Are they in shape? All that stuff.
You could have you could have the weigh-in face-offs in the back and break it down or read your note looking at the face-offs and then break it down.
Yeah,
it's true. It's true. All right, let's see. Pacu's calling Van a paper champ. Tower sub early for this interim title. I don't think that he's going to get the early sub. I'd be surprised. I'd be very surprised. Let's see. When I say who controlled him, I mean Khamzat did a DDP. Nobody. Well, yeah, no, because he's never fought anybody like Khamzat before. At flyweight, could have been Pantoja, but we just didn't see that because Pantoja's fucking arm snapped in half like a dry spaghetti noodle, and then he just got fucking the fight was over immediately. So we didn't get to see it. But speaking of Khamzat Chimaev, we got fucking Khamzat Chimaev versus Sean Strickland here. The pick, obviously. So here's the thing, you guys. Khamzat Chimaev, he fucks goats. All right, but that's the thing. I'm rooting for Sean Strickland as much as the next guy. But really Khamzat Chimaev's wrestling and grappling, yes, really useless. But his wrestling is grappling. This is going to be too much here. It's people want to compare Anthony Hernandez to Khamzat Chimaev, which I find that fucking ridiculous. Anthony Hernandez, like, he's not even like close to the same level of wrestler and athlete as a Khamzat Chimaev. Like the level of explosivity that Khamzat is able to, put onto people is just way different than Fluffy. He's probably 10 times as fast and explosive and as strong than Fluffy. Anthony Hernandez is a grinder, utilizes his cardio to get you tired, and then he's able to, start having success with the grappling there after you gas out, fucking punch him in the head, and, he's just grinding on you. Khamzat Chimaev is able to take you down, submit you, choke you out, like in the first fucking couple of minutes in the fight when you're at 100% energy, when you're at full strength. He's able to just muscle you, take you down. And it's not just muscle. He's like, obviously he's extremely fucking strong, but Khamzat Chimaev's technical ability on the ground and with the wrestling is just like some of the best in the whole entire UFC. Like I'm talking like Islam Khabib levels, like fucking insane. He's crazy. He's crazy good. His last fight against DDP fucking pissed me off. I hated that shit. Terrible fight.
Bro.
Terrible, bro. Fucking, he landed 500 strikes and only 30 of them were considered significant. Get the fuck out of here, bro. I know Useless loved that shit, but I hated it.
Useless, are you for real, dog?
Yo, bro, it was domination, bro. These guys were like
domination.
Bro, these guys were like, oh, Drickus by flying piano, Drickus by flying anvil, Drickus by Drickus by Khamzat slipping on the banana peel. Oh, Drickus by Khamzat's cardio. I'm not gonna lie though, Khamzat did get really sick. He had like a bunch of bubbles on his face, remember? Like, so that's another narrative why a lot of the guys picked Drickus, so like Khamzat.
But did you enjoy the fight? Yeah, it was dominant. That's what you're saying. Did you really? You were smiling ear to ear.
You say enjoy, like I kind of dance.
Were you having fun?
I get happy that I get my pick right, but not really enjoy if I'm being for real.
I appreciate that honesty, bro. There's some people that will.
Okay. No, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, bro. I literally have talked to people that were like, "No, man, it was sick. You just don't understand the sport." I'm like, bro.
No.
I can appreciate what he's doing. I can appreciate the dominance, but don't act like that was fun. What is Hoken and Blades then? What is that then? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. But because like the thing is, all these grapplers, like the Pat Sabatini, the Grant Dawson, all these guys, like I know what they're doing. Like I can look at that. I'm not just he's just laying on top of him doing nothing. Like I can see it. Okay, whatever. He's in deep half guard, all this other shit. I understand all the technical positions and all this stuff. Okay, he has him in crucifix. He's dominant on top. Good top pressure. All the intricacies of grappling. It's like I get it. I know that it's complicated. I know that it's very technical. I know that it's dominant. It's just not entertaining to watch, bro. I want to watch motherfuckers go out there and beat the shit out of each other, and I want to see some violence. Like DDP or not DDP. Well, yeah, Khamzat DDP was terrible. Islam versus JDM was even worse. And it's just it's just
dude, KC, right on your Reddit. Oh, actually finish what you gotta say. Finish what you got, like the last sentence.
All right, just the wrap up this breakdown here. People say, Sean Strickland has great grappling, but we haven't really seen it on display in the actual octagon. The main thing I'm hoping for this fight is entertainment. I just want to see a sick ass fight. I want to see Strickland, maybe, if Khamzat is dominant, I want to see him get a finish. I want him to see him choke Sean out. I want to see him ground and pound the shit out of Sean, make the referee stop the fight. Or if it's competitive, I feel like that's even better. Like if it's competitive, I don't really care who wins, to be honest. If it's just a sick fight, I'll take a Khamzat win if it's very competitive. Strickland winning would be cool, just for the underdog story in the title. But, if we get the same bullshit as Khamzat versus DDP, fucking strip Khamzat of his belt, cut him from the UFC, get rid of that fucking bullshit. But yeah, no, I think that Khamzat's going to be relentless with the takedowns, get Sean down, establish top control, really let the ground and pound go, because I don't think that he doesn't like the shit that Sean Strickland was saying about him being a Chechnyan whore and all this other shit. And but Khamzat chasing the finish, it could cause him to burn more energy than he did against DDP, and actually fighting to get a submission, putting more power into that ground and pound to really try to hurt Sean and prove a point here. But a lot of the analysis for the DDP fight was like, oh, Khamzat's going to slow down and DDP is going to start to take over in the later rounds. Like I feel like that could be a little bit more applicable to this fight if Khamzat tries really to chase that finish and Strickland is still there. And Strickland's going to look to take over and start to do a little bit better in the championship rounds, stuffing some takedowns, and really start to put it on Khamzat Chimaev, because I don't think that Khamzat's going to just look to maintain control, stall, burn out the clock like he did against DDP. He's going to look to finish here. So I think that could either, obviously he's going to get the finish, or it's going to, make him slow down as the fight goes long and Strickland's able to survive as the fight goes longer.
Excellent breakdown, bro.
That was good.
All the smoke. Did you go? Did you go?
Oh no, not yet. I mean,
yeah, no.
It's so hard to go with. I really do want to go with Sean, bro. Like, because like I said, or like you were saying, like I think it'd be a really sick, just upset to pull off.
It'd be cool for sure.
I for sure, and I would like to imagine the fight going maybe like a Conor and Khabib-esque. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, Khabib's getting him down early on, but he's actually beating him up and actually trying to finish him because of the hatred like this fight has. And then, the halfway through the fight, Conor's standing. What's going to happen now? He takes a round and then an actual finish in the fourth. So I'm hoping maybe it's someone like that. I really do like this fight. I think that Strickland shouldn't be as big of a dog as he is. And I did pick Strickland against Fluffy, but like you were saying, like I don't think Fluffy is any kind of Chimaev. Like Chimaev is one of the best wrestlers that we've ever seen, and Fluffy was great, but Sean would beat the fuck out of Delidze. Sean would beat the fuck out of Michelle Pereira. Sean, you know what I'm saying?
For sure.
I feel like the bad blood is going to increase the chances of a finish for this one. I just think Chimaev, man. I think a lot of people were down the cardio a couple years ago, me included. I mean, I was picking DDP. I picked Whitaker to beat this motherfucker, bro. And don't talk to me about it, but I feel like with at this point, he's just undeniable to me. Like his double legs are nasty. His back taking is always there. The actual ground and pound, man. Like especially this fight, I think he's going to get after it, not in like the DDP kind of way. And I think styles make fights. I do think that Sean's going to give more adversity than DDP did. Sean was saying, here's the fucking thing, you guys. Like, DDP's training with all these South Africans and shit. They just don't have these go-level motherfuckers there. Respectfully. No. Oh, God. I'm sorry. Respectfully, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, I feel like that Sean is going to do a good job of having the clear cardio advantage and dragging Khamzat into deep waters if it makes it that far. But I just think Khamzat has such a heavy pressure and aggression, and he just immediately jumps out the gate. I just don't think that Sean's going to have the room on the feet to be able to, or the time to have the room on the feet to be able to steal the rounds necessary to make it competitive enough. So I think that Sean, obviously great combinations, great jab, great motherfucking teep. We all know this, but if he can't even have that play out, what does it matter? You know what I'm saying? So I'm going with Chimaev as well. I think a fourth round ground and pound TKO or submission, to be honest.
Dude, I like it. I can't believe you picked Strickland over Fluffy. I picked Fluffy.
I picked Fluffy too, man. Yeah, that's a good Strickland pick, bro, for sure.
Appreciate y'all, man. I was just like, bro, I think people were sleeping on Sean, man. Like, I think people were overestimating the level of Fluffy.
We definitely were, for sure.
Bro,
no, man. The Fluffy plays was so insane. I mean, fuck, bro. I just thought the Fluffy was going to be able to get him down, but it wasn't even really close, honestly. I mean, Strickland just kind of fucked him up, maintained the range. Fluffy wasn't able to get anything going. Strickland just pieced him up and then eventually got that TKO, which was an impressive performance. But it's just like Fluffy and Khamzat are just two different animals for sure.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Bro, shout out to Tristan. He said, does Sean have it to last 5?
Where do you say that?
I can see that. I think he could.
Does Sean have it in him to last 5? I don't know. That's the thing. I mean,
I think the bad blood makes it that Khamzat isn't gonna want to even let that happen. So that's the thing.
Khamzat's gonna chase the finish for sure. Like Khamzat definitely wants to get the finish over Sean Strickland just to shut him the fuck up. But that could end up backfiring. If Sean is able to survive, even as Khamzat's chasing the finish. Khamzat, I feel like he's definitely going to gas out. The thing was with DDP, he wasn't taking any risks. That's why he didn't gas out. He was just like, I'm content to just burn the clock, stall here, and just not really go for it. But I think it's Strickland, he's going to be going for it. So we'll see. I mean, either Chimaev is going to get that finish here, or he's going to, fade in those later rounds, and Sean can maybe potentially score a later round TKO, which I don't think, but it's possible for sure. Let's see.
Yeah, go
ahead.
No, you could read what Brady wants to say.
Yeah, I was going to say, Braden, what's worse, trying to take someone with zero fighting experience head off with elbows and head kicks who literally makes TikTok videos for a living, or sparring someone who's a professional. Yeah. No, I mean, Strickland beats up these influencers and he's like, oh, Chimaev's a fucking bully. It's like, you're kind of a bully too, motherfucker. So it's like, it's a little hypocritical from Strickland. But to be talking about that, but Useless was sharing something here.
Dude, yeah, so but before I wanted to say that's the Khamzat and Strickland sparring each other. Look, if you can see.
Yeah. They weren't really doing much here.
Yeah.
And like the looping shots, this is what Drickus was having success with the second time he fought Strickland, the looping shots, constantly like looping these shots over. And Khamzat, he's wasting a lot of energy with that type of style. I know it's sparring, you shouldn't record this, but when you look at this, like Khamzat is actually tagging Strickland. Strickland's using that style. He gives some insight into how Khamzat's going to shoot the takedowns, like right after those looping shots. But what do you think about it, Keith? About that sparring?
It's just neither guy was really landing too much to say anything. We didn't really see any grappling here. It was just like these guys just kind of flowing at range. So there's not really too much that we can take away from that. But it's just Khamzat's talking shit. I love bullying weak people. He's sparring Strickland. So I don't know. I mean, it's just there's not too much that we can see here. But I do see your point with the looping shots that DDP was able to have success with. So I don't think that I think Khamzat he might try to look to strike a little bit just to kind of prove a point. And I think that he could have a little bit more success than people anticipate on the feet. But, if he's trying to just win a striking fight with Sean Strickland, it's not really going to go well for him.
And also, dude, you made a Reddit post about the grappling. Like, if you guys haven't seen it, I don't know what your Reddit name is, but like KZ made a whole Reddit post about like the grappling and how like the grappling, like a lot of these guys say, oh, you're not a true MMA fan if you don't like the grappling. But he's right. All the smoke said it too. Like in reality, I troll a little bit here and there, but KZ made a whole thesis, analysis, conclusion on like why the grappling isn't like that exciting. And you should see how many guys comment, oh, you're not an MMA fan.
That was a YouTube video. It was a YouTube video. I posted it to Reddit, and then everybody came from Reddit to shit on my YouTube video.
Yeah. Dude, and it's like,
fuck up too.
Bro, I like it when KZ crashes out. I like it when these guys say, you know what, F the wrestler, F the nut huggers, all F them. Like, dude, it's a part of the sport. All of these guys can choose whatever they want, and they say, oh, go watch kickboxing, go watch Muay Thai. He's watching UFC, bro. And we got to admit, some of this grappling is stalling. We have to admit.
And the counter argument too, like look at guys like Fluffy and look at guys like Taira. They don't make the grappling boring. I actually enjoy watching that. You know what I'm saying? Even like make like a Brendan Allen here and there, like not just because someone's trying to get you to the ground, it doesn't have to be boring. It is their fucking choice. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly, man. Like a lot of these guys get away with it.
Yeah, Moicano over BSD. Was that boring? That was on the ground. Moicano fucking smashed BSD to pieces with elbows. Had that dude's face looking like hamburger meat. Like that was very entertaining. I just don't want to watch people just lay on top and then not. What did you say? BSD won the second round.
Second round against Moicano with like his eyes like
shit, bro. He was so fucked up in that fight. That was crazy. Like Moicano did insane damage to BSD in that fight. Like it was actually shocking how bad he beat him up. But yeah, man, I don't know. I just think that if we get a dominant ground performances here on this card, I just hope we see a lot of damage. I hope we see these guys going for submissions. I hope we see them going for like meaningful ground and pound, not just little pitter pat shots. Like I'm trying to see you fucking posture up, land an elbow to cut a motherfucker open, like how Armin Sarukian sliced Joel Alvarez up. He fucking really had him busted open badly. That was nasty. Like I'm trying to see some violent ground and pound because I don't hate the ground game. I just hate the stalling on the ground. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Braden says, I like scrambles. Nobody wants to watch you hold on to someone and not do shit like Louis Sutherland did last week. Exactly, bro. Like, if you're fighting somebody for 15 minutes and they're not bleeding, the fuck is happening, bro? Like, you know what I mean? Or if they're not all bruised up, if they're not like, if you didn't have them in chokes or arm bars or anything else like that, Kimuras, any kind of submission attempt, it's like you're not attempting to finish. And that's what I want to see in MMA, like an attempt to finish.
I got a question for y'all.
Yeah, go.
Right, that's cool. What'd you guys think of Sterling and Mobzar, like as a fight? Because honestly, in this, like, I agree with everything you guys are saying. I want to see the damage. I want to see the scrambles. Like that's an example of a grappling match where it's like, you know what? I can actually appreciate that. Like I didn't think it was all boring. Like it was, there was active I'm about to word this so bad. There was activity going on, I feel like, most of the time. I know Dana White was like, yeah, it was one of the worst fights I ever saw. But it's like, if the grappling was like that and not Makhachev and JDM and DDP and Hamza, it's just like, bro, I'll take that. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah. KZ,
Yeah.
what'd you think about the Masvidal Aljo?
The thing with Mofsar Aljo, I liked it because the thing is, it was competitive. You know, it
Mhm.
wasn't just like, okay, one guy is just holding on to the other one, and it's just like Charles Oliveira, Max Holloway hated that shit.
Yeah.
Okay, it was like, oh shit, okay, you know, it was impressive. Like, you know, damn, Charles just got him down and has his back here. Is he going to choke Max out in round 1, and then, you know, round 2, round 3, round 4?
Yeah, by the time round 3 hit, it was
fucking
like,
shit.
oh, okay, we're getting
Yeah,
this.
it's like, goddamn, all right, you know, but it's like, you know, Mofsar and Aljo, where they were scrambling back and forth, you know, it was competitive. They were constantly switching positions. It's like, okay, one moment Aljo is in an advantageous position on the ground, the next moment Mofsar is in an advantageous position on the ground. You know, it was a highly competitive match, like very high level too, like two of the best grapplers in the UFC going back and forth, tit for tat. They weren't like beating the fuck out of each other, but they were, you know, scrambling well with the grappling, which, you know, I can appreciate it. You know, it's not, I'm not saying that it's like a better than a fucking like a bar brawl like Josh Hoke at Curtis Blades type of thing, but it
No,
was
not
definitely
at fucking
entertaining.
all.
It wasn't like, oh, I'm just bored watching this. You know, it was entertaining for sure. I remember watching it live. I was like, God damn, these motherfuckers are really getting after it. It's like two
like a
ferrets
chess
in a
match.
fucking bag. Yeah, it's like a chess
Ferrets.
match for sure. Super technical.
Bro, I see those ferrets like at like Petco, I think, right? Like those ferrets. Is that what they are, right?
They-
Wait,
I
I'm
think
just
so.
so
It
why are you
should
bringing
be.
up the ferrets into this thesis, bro? What?
Because he said they're like two ferrets in a bag or
Oh!
something.
Yeah,
bro, I
when,
completely
like,
missed
the
that part. I'm like, why are we
motherfuckers,
going to
like Aljo
Petco?
Mofsar.
Oh,
But hey, KZ and I, we both agree Masvidal's our favorite fighter. We know Masvidal's gonna be champ at
Hell no.
145.
I was about to say,
And
what the fuck?
I'm
Nah,
I'm
hell
not even
no.
joking, bro. I'm not even joking. Like Masvidal, he's gonna be champ. He's my favorite
The
fighter of all time.
decisionator.
I saw that you got
Ma-
the #1 Mozart Glazer in your bio. and shit, but
Masvidal.
KZ, don't tell me, bro. You too?
Hell nah, bro. The
Yeah, shout out,
decisionator, bro. If the only reason why he'll be able to beat Volkanovski is because Volkanovski's not in his prime anymore, bro.
I
Prime Volk
agree.
smokes that motherfucker. Hang on, I'll be right back. I gotta let my girl in the house.
Yeah, you're good, bro. But I was gonna tell you guys, like, bro, I think Khamzat can even have success at 205. I love the question that you have. Like, that's one thing about you, all the smoke. Like, you got amazing questions. A lot of you guys have like different minds when it comes to this MMA game. And if we're coming to the same conclusion, where I think we're all on Khamzat, right?
Yeah,
It seems like he wants to finish this fight inside the distance.
sure.
And I think he can get the ball rolling. Rangy asked a great question. 14-second takedown. Does he get it or not? Like
I
all
think
the way up.
so.
Yeah. That'll be
There,
because
there
you know how
hasn't
he
been
is.
anyone he hasn't been that able to yet. You know what I'm saying?
And he faked the glove touch against Kevin Holland, or I don't know, maybe controversy,
That was
maybe
dirty,
he didn't.
bro.
His shot, you know, he always throws before he shoots, and then he chain wrestles, you know, just looks for contact, turn it into a body lock. And I do think that he can have a lot of success. The guy went toe to toe with Usman. Some people said it was a draw, but I
thought
like what
so, to be
Usman
honest.
did. You know how like Hamza was on his back and Usman kind of slammed him forward.
Sure.
Like that is something that I don't think Strickland's gonna do. We got to bring up the motorcycle accident, the hips. I always bring this up. I bring it up the last time we were talking as well. Like
Yeah.
the hips, and because you have to have dexterity in the hips, and you
Sure.
have to be able to defend these takedowns and go deep. But Hamza's good at getting up. You know, I don't know if you guys saw the UFC 6 trailer. It showed Khamzat and Strickland. Like Strickland was like using his hand to get up. Like, and I can see that type of thing playing out where Strickland uses his hand to get up, like posts on the floor, uses the cage to get up. And I think that the biggest issue is if Strickland can hand fight. Because at the end of the day, you have to fight these hands to defend that rear naked choke. You're going to get taken down. Eric Nixick, he's all right with the game plan. I wish Strickland had for us a hobby in the corner because that guy's a master game planner, the brother of Ayman Zahabi. TriStar, those guys have like masterminds when it comes to the game planning. CKB as well. But I feel like Strickland has to hand fight. You have to hand fight because surprise elbow, Chris Duncan, and they tell him, surprise elbow, and he gets rear naked choke right away by Moicano.
Yeah.
Like, Strickland is better at fighting the hands than a lot of these guys. Has never been submitted before. Maybe I can see a ground and pound TKO, but I can also see, like, this fight playing out going into the deeper rounds. But give me Khamzat Chimaev. I like him. I like his money line, but I know it's chalky. But I would say I think he can finish this fight inside the distance. But if he doesn't, I don't know if it makes the case for him to even go up to 205. They're probably going to make him fight Imavov or something.
I feel like the thing about him going to 205, like the fact that Big Ank is the closest thing they have to a grappler, it's like, oh fuck, bro. Like I love guys like Yuri and Pereira's not there anymore. I love a lot of the light heavyweights, but it's like it is a lot of just strikers. It is a bit more of the one-dimensional
He's
guys.
been
Not that
working
they're
with
not.
Khalil.
Yeah, dude. Even Khalil was like, "We're all fucked if he goes to 205." I'm like, "Don't say that, bro. Like, don't be saying that about your own shit." But
And I think Yuri's
Don't say
still
that out loud.
sleeping. I think Yuri's still sleeping. So
oh, you better shut your mouth. Dog. Are you for real right now?
I'm
Don't
just
get me
kidding.
started, bro.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, that shit, man. It's so annoying. Oh, I
Let's
had
fucking go.
mercy. I had mercy. It's like, well, fuck it. Fuck the mercy, bro. Go kill him. What are you doing?
He's
He
a
tore his
samurai,
ACL. And yeah, I know, bro. The samurai.
No,
honor
I'm saying he
fucking-
should have done it. Like, yeah, bro. If you're a
he should
samurai,
have,
like,
for sure.
don't get after it, bro.
It was too dishonorable, bro. But I fucking that shit fucking pissed me off, bro. I don't know. I don't think I bet Yuri. I don't think I did. I know. I think I bet them both, but like I hedged. I hedged with like Olberg KO. I hedged with like Yuri 4 and 5 or whatever. But something else sold the Olberg one. But fuck, dude, like that shit. It's like, dude, he's right in front of you. He's dead in the water. Shoot a takedown. Do something. Just do anything besides what you did, which was fucking fly head first into his left hook. What are you doing, Yuri? Please. Like,
Bro made that 3-pointer from the moon, bro.
I know
And
this is gonna sound crazy.
Yuri's my favorite fighter too, bro. I'm not even
he's
trying
one
to
of
diss
mine
him.
too, for sure. I love
Like,
Yuri.
He's
But
just
that
a
was such
level
a
of
stupid
personality.
decision.
He's like always
awesome.
entertaining inside the cage, but it's like he fumbled it so fucking bad, bro.
So bad.
Dude, I had the over 2.5. I know, like, what are you saying?
Damn.
Like, what are you doing? Over 2.5 Yuri versus Olberg? Like, I had over 2.5. I know, because what I thought was like, and I picked Olberg, but I picked him by decision. So, like, in the end, like, a lot of the guys were like, somebody's gonna get knocked out, but I felt like it's gonna be like a little bit of a chess match, and I was like, damn, he blew out his knee, like, oh my gosh, like he tore his ACL or something. You could tell every step, like, but I think Khamzat. Imagine if like the leg kicks and the teep to the body start working for Strickland. Like, that's where we could get the ball rolling, the defensively sound, but remember, Khamzat, who has more experience? Strickland all day. And I think Max made a great point. Like, he says he feels like Strickland's one of the only guys who's fought every style in the cage. In the gym is Strickland. Like,
Yeah.
he has fought a lot of different styles. Braden said, of course, Tick refers to another man's hips.
That's dirty, bro.
Let's see. But yeah, no, I mean, I think as we broke this card down, I gave it like an 8.5. I'm going to give it a 9. The more we talk about it, the more hyped up I get for it, bro. This is a sick-ass card for sure. And I don't feel like there's like, let me see, am I mistaken? No WMMA either. Let's go. No. But,
I'm glad someone said it, bro.
Sick-ass fights. Hell no. Yeah, no, for sure. Some of the ladies' fights are solid. Joanna, Zhang Wei Li, banger-ass fight. The first one,
but bro, we're
ladies
bringing
went
back
after
before
it. That's
COVID
like,
up in this bitch.
for
That's
sure.
how you know.
No, I mean, I'm saying, but it's like in a lot of the ladies' fights, you're just, people call them piss breaks. It's just like it is what it is. But I think it's because of Khamzat Chimaev. He's like, brother, no women on this card. This haram. And then, but no, it is what it is. You got fucking Khamzat. And I'm happy, bro. I just 12 fights of dudes fucking beating each other up. I'm fucking here for it. Let's go.
Can we make a parlay?
I'm down for sure.
Mm.
I'm down.
Everybody
What are we
gets one
thinking?
leg.
Oh fuck.
Shit. I don't hate the Jose Ochoa, but let me go ahead and look through it.
Yeah, for real.
I know
By the way,
you wouldn't
all the
like
guys-
Joaquin Buckley.
Check out, like, drop a like, and like, obviously check out all the smoke. Like, the guy's fucking talented as shit. KZ's talented as shit too. Like, I know KZ, like, sometimes he crashes out, but that's my favorite thing about him. Like, the crash outs. Like, the guy's real, keeps it more real than I do 110% of the time. And that's why I like KZ. Like, the guy is real as shit. He will be honest with you. He won't lie to you. And that's a better, character, especially in this space. A guy who's not going to lie, a guy who's going to keep it real, no matter if it's controversial, no matter what. Like, look at what he said about Charles Johnson, the hair in the back. That's some shit I will never say, Like
What'd you say about
Johnson's
Charles
haircut?
Johnson, dog?
I said, well, fuck it. I was talking about Joshua Van, and I was like, Charles Johnson, this motherfucker knocks out Loner Kavanaugh, and Joshua Van just get chinned by Alex Perez. And I was like, fucking this haircut's stupid. The dude has a fucking handle on the back of his head for dudes to grab onto when they're fucking him in the butt. But yeah, dude, fuck Charles Johnson for selling my parlay, bro. I had him parlayed with Josh Hokett when Josh Hokett fought Freeman, and then he just gets chinned by Alex Perez. The fucking asshole. But yeah, bro, I try to keep it real. I try to fucking speak. I don't beat around the bush. I try to tell it like it is to the full extent of YouTube policy. You know, I'm not.
Bro,
I can't be out here pulling fucking Charles Radke's and be like, yo, you fucking, you know.
There's like not a lot of. I feel like the amount of creators. Oh, I'm sorry, bro. I was about to say, I feel like the amount of creators that pop up every year, it goes less and less of them actually having their own opinions they want to speak out on. So good for you for doing what you do, bro.
I appreciate y'all. No, but yeah, for real. Check out All the Smoke. Check out Useless. Like this stream. Subscribe to those two fucking guys. But yeah, for sure. Absolutely. Let's see. But the parlay, I mean, I think we all like Jose Ochoa. I think that he's got good odds on him too. I'll say the first leg, fucking first fight of the night, Jose Ochoa. You know, if it dies, then at least you can, you know, rebuild the rest of the card. But I like Jose Ochoa. I feel like he's a pretty high confidence pick for me here.
All right, All the Smoke, pick a leg.
Oh fuck, bro! I'm low key looking through right now because it's like, dude, there's a couple underdogs that I'm pretty like semi confident in, but I'm not trying to have that be the reason we fumble this shit. You know what? I feel like there's someone that I think there's good value, and I'm pretty confident in it. I like Amosov on here. Like he's only like a minus 170. I know that. Wait, no, hold on. Wait, no, wait, hold on. Because Alvarez could look, you pull that shit. Useless. You got one off the top of your head.
Yeah.
Go on, do your thing.
I'll go. Let's go, Ozzy Diaz.
Get the fuck out of here.
Nah, bro. We ain't getting our money back, son.
No, hell
Let me go. Khamzat. I'll go Khamzat.
All
right, I don't
Just money line.
I'm gonna go with Buckley money line, bro. To be honest,
you're crazy. Bucket. Let's go.
I like it, bro. I like it. Uses on Sean Brady, but fucking Buckley's solid. If I would have picked him if it wasn't for fucking Useless. But I'll take it. Fucking Jose Ochoa, Joaquin Buckley, Khamzat Chimaev. That shit's live as hell for sure. Buckley is obviously, you know, where you're getting the value, but he's a live fucking dog. Let me see what the odds are on that. Ochoa, Buckley, and Khamzat. Let me see. I wouldn't hate throwing Amosov in there either, but let me see. What are the odds on that one? If you guys can get it quicker than me.
Yeah, I'll check.
Feel free.
For who?
Ochoa, Buckley, and Khamzat. That is a plus 335 on my book.
Plus,
that's nice.
Solid. For me, that one is plus 328. So a little bit better value on yours. But plus 328 is not too bad. I like it for sure. But yeah, man.
Let's go.
That should be about it, unless you guys want to talk a little bit more about the card or anything else.
Oh, wait, I got some questions for you about this fucking presser, because that's tomorrow. Do we think that we're even gonna get to witness it, or do you think it's just gonna get too much and it's like a who was it? It was like Diaz and McGregor too, and it's just like Dana's like, sorry guys, and they send everyone home. What you think?
Dude, I hope we're able to witness this shit. I mean, that'd be very disappointing if that happens, just because Sean Strickland's gonna say some crazy shit. Like, come on now, bro. Like, I think that they should definitely let it happen. Bro, it's just like, tell Khamzat to leave his fucking boys at home if they're like the main issue. You know, like Khamzat's whole entourage. Oh, Khamzat's entourage, they're gonna start shit or whatever. They're gonna attack Sean Strickland. Then don't fucking let those motherfuckers around. You know, because I doubt that anybody on Strickland's team is gonna go and attack Khamzat Chimaev. It's just going to be all those fucking crazy Chechnyans going out there to try to like beat up Sean Strickland. So keep those motherfuckers, you know, at home. Like let Khamzat show up by himself. Nothing's going to happen to him. So I don't know, man. I don't think that they should have the press conference called off because any kind of security issues. Like, come on now, bro. Fucking just put that shit on.
Well, for real, they should know what they're prepping for too. They literally like only have 4 people up there for a reason. Like fighters, not security. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, I heard that they might not even face them off.
Oh shit.
That is, understandable, but it's like,
Yeah.
with the presser, come on now. We got to have the presser.
For sure.
Yeah, and Hamza's gonna say the stuff that KZ says, the disrespectful, super disrespectful stuff that Sean Strickland says. Obviously, it's funny as shit. It's funny, I'm trolling, but like, hey, if you want to win this fight, get under his skin. Get under his skin. Go all out.
Make him fight outside of himself for sure. Yeah,
Exactly.
Make him take risks. Make him fight reckless.
Bro, both of them got personal too, bro. Khamzat talking about like the pic. They what the fuck they do? He's like tweeting out the pictures of Sean and his dad and being like, "This is why you're like a girl or some shit." Or all that shit. I'm like, bro, tough, man.
Dude, look at what Larry said. Second highest takedown defense. Takedown accuracy in the division. Like it's a little up. But yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
No, that's a
why
very
it's such a
interesting
fun
stat
fight.
for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Strickland's hard to hold down, but it's like he's never fought anybody as dominant in the grappling and wrestling as Khamzat Chimaev. That's the issue. It's just like, who has Strickland fought really? That's just like an absolute monster on the ground. Like the last time I think was like Usman, and that was down at 170. He kind of got wrestle fucked, but it's like, I don't know, y'all.
Bro, this press is going to be amazing. I hope each and every single one of you guys enjoy that presser. Hit the UFC, go to UFC channel, press the notify me. Just like I do with KZ's live, like when it's scheduled or all the smoke, like I press notify me. Hit the bell, hit that bell, smash that bell like if you're smashing a chick, bro. And I hope you guys enjoy that presser. And thank you guys for sticking true and staying through. You guys are the best.
Hell yeah.
100%.
No, I appreciate all you guys for tuning in. Go check out Useless All the Smoke. We'll go ahead and link these guys again here real quick. Leave a like on the stream.
Thank you for having us on, bro.
If you're new.
For sure,
of course, bro.
Enjoyed
it's a pleasure.
man.
I'm happy to do it. For sure.
And KZ, I can't wait to see like some like UFC gameplay like in the future of imagine UFC 6. Like that's gonna be fun as shit.
Yeah,
in the future.
Full price for that shit though. I gotta watch gameplay, and I gotta see that this shit is totally different, and I'm not just buying a UFC 5 clone because my fucking cheap ass will just keep playing UFC 5.
And all the smoke, you got a lot of you got a sick background, bro. Like a sick background, like with posters, like everything, everything, bro.
I try, bro. I appreciate y'all, man. I gotta make it stimulating for motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all.
It's cool, bro. I want a background like that.
Set it up, bro. I appreciate you.
KZ ducking smoke on UFC 6. Never that, dog. And then Gerardo says, W, all the smoke. Yeah, all the smoke is new to the MMA experts community. You should come into AJ's streams now more often, bro, or just whenever you can, just to chop it up with the boys. We're all like relatively deep with the MMA experts community. AJ, he's got like almost 60K subs. He's a cool ass dude. And we're always in that chat over there whenever one of us isn't live. So yeah, fucking you're welcome to pop in over there, bro, and chop it up anytime. Just 100%. In the chat.
Do you have an MMA YouTuber you watch right now, all the smoke?
Do I got what? I'm sorry.
Like MMA YouTuber you watch right now, like a bedtime guru. Like I used to watch Dan Hardy, The War Room.
Oh, you crafty with it. What the fuck?
Yeah, no.
Good shit. I like Kunith and bedtime and y'all obviously. I'm kind of falling off of Guru a little bit, not because of anything he's doing. It's just I used to be a bigger fan, but I don't know. I feel like I used to only kind of just make content and watch like the mainstream channels, but now I'm actually like within the past year, like really starting to. I'm like, there's a lot of us out here, bro. So I'm starting to find a bunch more and shit. But yeah, bedtime and Kunith are probably my two. Like,
I like it, bro.
I go to them a lot. Yeah, for sure. But yeah, KZ, I'll be hopping in on those streams, bro. I really appreciate it, bro, for sure.
KZ's a goat, man.
100%.
I try.
Like
I try.
He's not from Earth, bro. He came from like a different planet.
Right. The back and forth between y'all. Yeah, this is our first time collaborating with All the Smoke. It's good chemistry here. He's a cool guy, chill dude. He's not like you fucking coming out here being an asshole. Like, oh, you guys have stupid ass picks and you're a fucking ugly idiot. You know, like he's not just like a douchebag, but you appreciate it. Friendly guy. Let's see. Let's just go ahead and give it a couple more chats here, and we're gonna, I guess, wrap it up. Let's see. Dan Hardy War Room. I'm a diehard to Useless. Yeah, Dan Hardy's always good. He's kind of fallen off with the content recently, unfortunately.
Because Veronica Hardy, man, he's gonna,
Yeah, it's true. He's busy. He's busy in those cheeks. But yeah, I mean, I mean, Luke Thomas is good MMA analysis, but then he just ruins it being super fucking soy. Lucas Tracy retires and he comes back.
Yeah, Lucas Tracy's a shame, bro. I really liked him a lot.
He's funny though. He's definitely, dude. He fucking shaped like the modern MMA fan like vocabulary, like Lighterman skill, crafty marauder, all this shit, big meaty hooks. Like he has so many fucking iconic phrases that he throws in that people just use nowadays, which I do respect Lucas Tracy for.
And people didn't like his opinions at first. Like he was like the odd man out. They were like, "What the fuck's this guy talking about?"
No, for sure. I mean, he has some crazy ass takes, but you know, I feel like at the end of the day, he's just fucking around. He's just fucking around for the most part. He's just a troll. But
dude, I used to watch Lucas a lot, man.
He's not MMA Joey. MMA Joey is a fucking bozo, bro. I have no idea how anybody watches that guy. But I mean, you got fucking all the smoke. You got Useless. You got KZ MMA here. Way better than that. Fuck. Let me not get demonetized at the end of the stream. He's way better than that dude. That dude, MMA Joey. That freaking goober. You know, I'm not gonna use any slurs because I don't want this to fucking get.
I was gonna say, bro, hit him with a goober.
Yeah, that goofy goofball. You know, PG KZ over here, Disney Channel KZ. But yeah, bros. Lucas is the go. Yeah, Lucas is very funny. Veronica is a cutie. She knows what she's talking about too. Great technical breakdowns. Yeah, she's got a good mind for MMA, and she's hot, which is two good things. All three of you give me your insight on Sean and him completely outclassing Alan and Fluffy, who are two grapple heavy fighters. It's just not the same level of grappling. Like Khamzat's
different, brother.
Khamzat's different, brother. I forgot he existed, to be fair. You're better off forgetting that he existed. Let's see. Y'all really don't think Brady's going to get him down? Eustace does, but I think that Buckley's going to keep it on the feet. I think the training with Usman improvements is going to be able to pay off here. Really stifle their game plans, both of them. They couldn't get anything off, really. Yeah, but it's different level of athleticism in wrestling. Censored KZ, something new. It's just I want the fucking watch hours to pay off and just not get taken away, because I've had that shit happen to me a couple of times already. CK being censored
a couple of times. A lot of times.
YouTube hit 18 and plus, you know, like, oh, you're this has been restricted, and then it takes away my watch hours, and that's annoying. That's the point. MMA Joey's an asshole. Yes, he is. Obviously different, but Fluffy was going to completely outclass Strickland. We were wrong, bro, but Khamzat and Fluffy are two different things. But yeah, boys, that's going to be it here. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. We'll see if we can do this maybe again next pay-per-view, UFC 329. You know, fight nights, like, you know, I mean, come on now. I mean, we're not going to – I don't think that's worth doing a collaboration over. But, like, for the big cards with the fucking hype on it, we can go ahead and do these collaborations again. But
bro, isn't it insane that the White House is like – oh, I'm sorry. The White House is 5 weeks away. Bro. That's fucking crazy.
Yes. We get to see Pereira and Tapori on the same card. Hell yeah.
And this is the first time KZ and Smoke meet, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, dude. I'd like to take full credit of that.
Shout out.
No, it's true. Useless was the mastermind behind the collaboration. So, yeah, he put it together. So, appreciate Useless. Paco says, love you guys. Bring the heat. You got to check out all the smoke. Hell yeah, Paco. Check out all the smoke. He's got good videos for sure. Lots of different variety content with tier lists and opinion videos and picks and all that good stuff. And then Useless, you already know he's got the picks. He's got the best MMA bets. He's got the lock of the weeks, the weigh-in shows, all that stuff. And me, you know, I do the picks, and then I'll throw in an occasional fucking rant video here and there, you know, reacting to stuff. But, you know, you guys know what it is. Bondi W all smoke. Nice to meet you, Smoke Bud. DK Ticket Smokey. Everybody, the big three MMA bros. We're in for a hell of a card. Hell yeah, bro. Who's MMA Guru, Bedtime, and Lucas Tracy when you got fucking KZ MMA, all the smoke MMA, and Useless? Fucking hell yeah, bro.
Bro, I saw someone in the build-up say, like, yo, we're the Sidemen at MMA YouTube. That shit gave me, like, a wholesome laugh.
That's funny.
I'll be deadgy. KZ's KSI.
I'm not going to be KSI's big forehead ass. Do I have the biggest forehead? God damn it.
Bro, no, KSI. I got that Joe Rogan shit under here. Don't worry, bro.
I'm hiding my forehead.
All right, bros. All right, I'm going to wrap this up. Peace out, chat. Leave a like. Check out the boys. And that's it.